All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we are going to begin with our first appearance calendar for misdemeanor cases. This is a calendar with the State Court of Fulton County. These are involving individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. And soon after being booked in, their cases have been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County, who is the prosecutor over these cases. If you are one of the defendants so charged, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court during this virtual proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. These proceedings are not only being recorded, but also live streamed. So if you plan to say anything, please make sure that you consult with the attorney with whom you've conferred before we begin. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. And I'm sure most, if not all of you, have already conferred with an attorney, either from a public defender's office or your own private counsel. Now, I'm going to try not to make too many of these announcements, but if you are present, listen up. If you are not an attorney for anyone in this calendar, if you are not an attorney for anyone in this calendar, and you are not employed as courthouse staff, please make sure that your video and your audio are off. If we see folks who come in and start walking around and making interesting faces on the screen, or are inappropriately dressed, driving, eating, drinking, smoking, we will remove you from the Zoom calendar, and there's no guarantee that you'll be allowed back in. So again, please switch your video off and make sure that you are on mute. Once we address the defendant whom you are interested in contributing certain comments, please then unmute and start your video. Until then, make sure they are off. Prosecutors. I don't know, who do we have as prosecutors? Who are Mr. Scirocco, and who else is with you?
ASG
Myself.
Spears online as
All
well.
right. I have a special request from the clerk's office. If
Uh-oh.
you involve, nope. Don't assume the worst. If we have a rather heavy calendar today, so if you plan to issue any stayaways and no context, or you need to include someone's name and address, please make sure that you allocate that information so that whoever is writing down the bond orders will have that in the bond order. We've got a heavy calendar. We don't have written down all the necessary information, so it'd be very helpful if you indicate the victims and the addresses that you want to include in the bond orders. Okay?
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Will do.
Thank you. All right, courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
Position 2, Mr. Barner.
James Barner is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from November 24th, 2025. Mr. Barner, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be, I don't have all, is it Miss Jackson? No, that's my pretrial officer. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Abraham, okay. All right, your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors, Miss Jackson?
No priors, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Miss Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, we provided the court with a consent bond. On this matter, it will be no further violent contact with the victim in this case, as they are expecting a child together. We are not, I'm just making sure that I have all the correct information before I put it on the record.
Who is the alleged victim?
Give me just a second here so I can pull this up. Ty Yanzia. I hope I said that right. Newkirk. Tyanziah Newsom.
Newsom, okay.
Is that right?
Um,
Yes.
Newkirk.
Newkirk.
I think there
That's
might
correct.
be marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, Newkirk.
Newkirk. I apologize.
That's fine.
This will be a $3,000 signature, pretrial level 1, 2 anger management courses, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
And Mr. Abraham Ahmed, your client has agreed to these terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We're going to record this as a consent bond order. Mr. Barner, you have a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You report to pretrial once a month. You are to have no violent contact with Ms. Newkirk, which means that you cannot have any physical or verbal altercations with her that may involve the police in the future. Because if there are and the police get involved, you will be arrested. And the next time you come back to court, please remember to bring $3,000 cash with you. While you report to pretrial, you will attend and complete, I'm going to amend that to 2 anger awareness classes, because that's a program administered by pretrial. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. If you change it, please make sure you let us know in writing. Thank you.
Got position 25, Mr. Manise.
D'Angelo Moniz is accused of loitering and prowling from November 24th of this year, accusation 725 CR 7612C. Mr. Moniz, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Renford. Any priors? Ms. Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor, there are 7 cycles. The last arrest was October the 18th, October the 14th, 2018, with the city of Atlanta for driving while license suspended or revoked. There was no disposition, 1 felony conviction in 2009 out of Clayton County for escape, and he was recommended for UJR level 2. Nothing in addition.
All right. And Ms. Pepper Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. This is another consent bond we provided. We are asking for a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Stay away from 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard. That is the strip mall, if you will, where he was picked up. A social worker visit for any and all necessary support, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. And do your client agree to these terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Moniz, your bond is going to be set by consent, and this is going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. You will report to the pretrial services once a month. You are to stay 200 yards away from the strip mall at 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard. That's the length of 2 football fields. So if you step back onto that property, please make sure you bring $1,000 with you when you come back to jail. Also, we'll need a social worker visit to assist him with perhaps housing and so forth. Please make sure that once you identify your mailing address, you provide that to us within the next 30 days of release so we can send you your summons to come back to court. Thank you.
Position 19, Ms. Jones.
Rashawn Jones, case number is 25CR 7607Y, accused of battery, family violence, and 3 counts. Was it 3?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 3. There's 2 Miss Jones. They're sisters and co-defendants, Your Honor.
All right. So Miss Rashana Jones is battery, family violence, and 3 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree from November 24th, 2025, case number 25CR 7607Y. Is Shantarius Jones there? Shantarius Jones?
I think she's at ACDC, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll address her shortly. Ms. Jones, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford, and I'm assuming Ms. McLeod is representing the other Jones? Okay. And Ms. Jones, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Renford, and any priors?
Me, Your Honor. Good
Oh.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. I just want to be sure you're representing the cross-defendant. Okay,
I'm representing Ms. Jones, Your Honor.
Shantarius Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, she is not a present at the right now, so we're just addressing the PD's client.
Oh, okay.
Ms. Jackson, any priors?
There are 5 cycles. The last arrest was February the 10th, 2025, with the city of South Fulton for disorderly conduct. There was no disposition and no convictions. She was recommended for UJR through the jail. Nothing in addition.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. In 2018, she had a battery family violence that was dismissed, a 2020 simple assault family violence that was null pros, and a 2024 simple battery with no disposition. Your Honor knows what happens. We're asking for a $2,000 surety, no further violent contact with her sister and co-defendant, Shantarius Jones. The Family Violence Intervention Program, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is denying these allegations. She claims that her sister attacked her at her home, and she did not fight back because her sister came out of nowhere. She claims that she also received a concussion and fractured ribs from the incident. She hasn't been able to get the medicine that she requires for this concussion while she's been in jail. And she's also the mother of 4 children, Your Honor. One that is under the age of 1 year old, I may add. And currently, she is only working part-time, so I would ask that she be released on the lowest possible amount because she cannot afford much based on the fact that she is working part-time, Your Honor.
Okay. And her residence is, just check that address, is still at Buffington Road?
So when we spoke earlier, she said she's actually moving out of that apartment when she'll be released. So I don't believe that will be her address anymore.
Okay.
And she was not able to provide me a new addresses yet, but she will be moving out of that address, Your Honor.
Has she found another location, or she just won't give you the address?
It's my understanding that she is still looking for a new address.
Okay, understood. So anyways, on the battery family violence, that's going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. And on each count of the cruelty, that's going to be 500. So that's going to be a total of 4,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No further contact with Shantarius Jones. She'll need to update us with her new mailing address within 30 days of being released. And if she still hasn't moved out, she'll need to inform us of her new mailing address within 14 days of moving into a new location. The update of a new address must be in writing. She will report to pretrial services twice a month. She will enroll and complete a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes, and she must show proof that she has enrolled in those classes within 30 days of being released, and that she'll be paying for those classes out of her own pocket. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, and especially no contact with Shantarius Jones. So, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 12, Ms. Griggs. What's the roll? Come on.
Tererica Shanita Griggs is accused of giving false information to an officer, accusation 25 CR 7598A from November 25th of this year. Ms. Griggs, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors?
There are 10 cycles. The last arrest was June the 8th, 2025 in Fulton County for battery and obstructing an officer. That case appeared to be still pending. That case number is 25 CR 00326 and the letter A. I apologize. It's not just an open case, an open probation case. That disposition date was June the 24th, 2025, and the term is for 12 months. And she was recommended for UJR level 3.
Okay,
There's a prior misdemeanor conviction, 2017, for a battery, Your Honor. Nothing in addition.
thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, I show that she has a warrant out of Union City for an FTA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the FTA that pretrial was referencing. This was already given a $600 surety bond by the previous magistrate, so we would ask that Your Honor would maintain that. No further contact with victim Robert Lawhorn. Stay away from 800 Norwood Road. 3 anger management courses. No drugs, alcohol while on bond.
Understood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Robert, what was the last name?
Lawhorn.
Lawhorn. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that, but again, this is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through the jail, and this is going to be a release to her pending hold. Stay away from 800 Norwood Road, and no contact with Robert Lawhorn. And Ms. Griggs, this is now a brand new second case. You've already got an open probation case, and I don't know what's going on in the other county, but you will be required to make sure you come back to court when summoned. Otherwise, a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest. Thank you.
Position 27, Mr. Monk, William Monk.
And if possible, could we get the other individual arrested with respect to this case, Thompson Monk?
Your Honor, I had filed a waiver of appearance on my client's behalf, but I see he's there.
So would you like to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you have William Ridley or Thompson?
William, Your Honor.
I beg your pardon?
William Monk.
I have a Thompson. Well, do you have junior
Thompson
or
is the son, Your Honor. I have senior.
senior? Okay, so you're position 27. Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
And Miss Kim represents junior. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Thompson Monk, your case number is 25CR 007595G, accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence from November 24th, 2025. And this is with regards, I guess, to the son. With regards to the dad, it's William Ridley Monk, case number 25CR 7596G, accused of simple battery, family violence, same offense date. Mr. Monk Jr., your attorney is going to be Miss Kim, and Mr. Monk, William Monk, your attorney is Miss Maureen McLeod. You've been advised of your rights, and let me see, Miss Jackson, with regards to Monk Jr., any priors?
I'm not sure who's
William Thompson, William Monk Jr., date of
also
birth is September 21st, 2008.
okay for Thompson Monk. There are no priors, Your Honor. He was recommended for UJR level 1.
All right. And the other Monk?
Great.
There's one prior cycle. The last arrest was April the 28th, 2001 with Georgia Tech Police Department for furnishing to purchase by a person below the legal age of alcohol beverages. That charge was dismissed on April the 30th, 2001. And
Thank
he
you.
was recommended for a UJR through the jail. Nothing in addition.
Okay. And Mr. Scaraco, what's your recommendation for both of them?
For both, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, no further violent contact with each other, respectively, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. I did see a Miss Ashley Monk on. I'm not sure if she wishes to speak on anything, but if she does, we would ask that the court sound for her.
Okay. Miss McLeod, any objection to no violent contact and the signature bond?
No objection to the no violent contact, Your Honor. I was hoping my client could receive the signature bond through the jail.
We'll see. Ms. Kim?
We have no objection, Your Honor.
Okay. On the, for Monk Jr., the battery family violence is going to be 2,000 and the simple battery is going to be 1,000. This is going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No violent contact with the cross-defendant, William Monk, which means there cannot be any future physical or verbal altercations between the two of you. Otherwise, both of you will be back in jail and your signature bonds will be revoked. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And you'll be required to do a domestic violence intervention program, which is a series of 24 weeks of classes that you will enroll within 30 days of being released, and you will complete all 24 classes at your expense. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. For William Monk on the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No violent contact with Thompson Monk. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons, and also required to do a family violence program, 24 weeks of classes to be enrolled within 30 days, classes to be attended without missing or skipping any of them, and at your expense. If you both get arrested again for anything else, you don't report to court when summoned, or you don't report to pretrial once a month, your signature bonds will be revoked and converted to either a cash bond, surety bond, or no bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, may my client report via telephone?
Yes, level 1 is generally by telephone.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case, please.
Position 13, Mr. Howard.
Lavarian Dwayne Howard Jr. is accused of simple battery family violence from August 30th of this year, case 25 CR 7581E. Mr. Howard, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be, is it Miss Kim or Miss Renford? Miss Renford? Okay. Any priors, Miss Jackson?
There are 26 cycles. The last arrest was September the 3rd, 2025 in Cobb County for a probation violation. Does appear to have an open case pending in DeKalb County for theft by shoplifting. And he does have a prior felony conviction. It was in 2018 out of Florida for grand theft. And there are misdemeanor convictions. One in 2024 out of Cobb County for theft by shoplifting and obstructing an officer and theft by receiving stolen property. One in 2018 out of Florida for petty theft. And there was an additional one in 2018 out of Clayton County for 2 counts of theft by shoplifting. He was recommended for UJR level 3, nothing in addition.
All righty. Miss Spear? Is it Miss
Excuse me, Your Honor. We are asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with the victim. Trevincent Giles, is that how you say his name? Stay away from 375 Gartrell Street, the Family Violence Intervention Program. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. I do show a 2025 probation violation, a 2022 FTA, a 2019 probation violation, a 2018 FTA, 2018 fugitive from justice, 2023 2 FTAs, September 2025 battery family violence and a probation violation.
All right, Miss Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Giles is on the Zoom call, so I would ask for him to be.
Yes, I'm here.
This is the second case involving you, Mr. Giles or Giles. What would you like to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Second time this year. It's beginning to become a habit.
This time, ma'am, this is my
first time drinking.
No, it's not.
No, this is my first time drinking. Um,
I'm
um,
sorry. I'm saying that this is your second time being an alleged victim.
right. What I'm saying,
So what has your drinking got to do with it?
because this time this did not happen. He wasn't in my presence. I was just angry about some things that he said over the phone in front of his peers. And I just thought that he would come home. So I called you guys to meet him at the location, but he never came.
So this assault battery never took place?
No, ma'am.
You lied to the officer?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're telling me under oath that you made a false report of a crime?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, prosecutors, you decide what you want to do with that. It's going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail. Mr. Howard, this is still an open, active case against you. The prosecutors may decide to dismiss it, and instead I will see Mr. Giles in jail court next time. Thank you.
Position 29, Mr. O'Connor.
Excuse me, Judge, any conditions on this one?
No violent contact with Trevant Giles. Thank you. Or Travison. I'm sorry, I can't remember how to spell his name. I'm sorry, Deputy, what was that position number?
29, Mr. O'Connor.
29. Thank you. And do you know if Maggie Murphy is a co-defendant in this case? This is position 28 and 29.
I believe Maggie Murphy is co-defendant of, let me see, Trishana Russ. So different loiter prowl judge.
Okay, thank you, Trishana. Got it, thank you. This is Julian O'Connor accused of loitering prowling from November 24th of this year, case 25 CR 7587A. Mr. O'Connor, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
There are 20 cycles. The last arrest was August the 19th, 2025 in Fulton County for criminal trespassing and possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute in a probation violation. He does appear to have an open case pending in DeKalb County for theft by shoplifting, and he does have multiple open probation cases. There's one in Clayton County for unlawful to remove baggage or cargo from a bus or rail on an aircraft and theft by taking. That disposition date was August the 26th, 2024, and the term is for 5 years. He's on probation for 2 open first offender cases. The first one is 24 SC 000123 for entering an automobile in criminal damage to property in the second degree. That disposition date was January the 30th, 2024, and the term is for 3 years. The next case is first offender 23 SC 191957 for burglary in the second degree. That disposition date was January the 30th, 2024, and the term is for 3 years.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Ms. Jackson.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
ma'am.
All right.
I believe you're muted, Judge, but I think you said my name. This was the November 24th incident where the defendant was pulling on door handles in the parking lot of the LA Fitness. Ultimately, excuse me, and officers actually observed him pulling on one of the door handles. Given his probation cases that he's on, those have not been First Offender Act sealed, and I did see probation revocation orders on file for those cases. The state's recommendation, given the also there are a number of FTAs, 2 from 2023, 1 from 2024, and 1 from 2025 as well. With those, the risk of FTA and as well to community property with his open probation violation cases. State's recommendation is a 2,000 surety Social worker visit for BHET, stay away from 3232 Peachtree Road. Again, that is the LA Fitness in Atlanta. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. O'Connor is 24 years old. He has been homeless for more than 1 year, so we already requested social worker to provide housing resources and to get done BHET, and they will recommend appropriate action, whether we have to do MHET or not. And he graduated from high school 2018. After that, he didn't go to college or he didn't pursue any other professional certification. He does not have anybody here in Georgia, even though he has a father, he doesn't have any contact with him. So he has no income to pay for any of bond. So we would like to request that signature on bond. If signature on bond is not going to be happening, we would like to request that $1,000 surety bond is set as is.
Judge, you're muted.
Sorry, it must be some $150 cash bond only. Stay away from 3232 Peachtree Road in Atlanta, Georgia, which is the LA Fitness facility. And his next court date is going to be, I know I was told that, but I forgot. I'm sorry. What is the
December the 9th, Judge.
December the 9th? Yes, then. Okay. Thank you. Next court date is December 9th, 2025. And thank you. Oh, and I need a social worker visit to speak with Mr. O'Connor with regards to housing and any MH or BH issues. Thank you.
Position 1, Mr. Allen.
Quadravius Tyrell Allen is accused of theft by shoplifting and willful obstruction of an officer from November 9th of this year. Mr. Allen, your case number is 25 CR 7611E. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors?
There are 17 cycles. The last arrest was November the 9th, 2025 in Barrow County, Georgia for a probation violation. Does appear to be on probation in Barrow County for aggravated assault. That disposition date was May the 18th, 2018 for 10 years. There are he does have additional open probation cases out of Fulton County. The next one is 25 CR 00170 in the letter D for theft by conversion. The disposition date is August the 14th, 2025. The term is for 12 months. The next case is 25 CR 00170 and the letter D for theft by shoplifting. Has the same disposition date of August the 14th, 2025, and the term is for 12 months. He did receive first offender treatment in 2012 for a felony out of Barrow County for burglary. The case was sealed May the 26th, 2025, and he was recommended.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Recommended for
a UJR level 3. Nothing in addition.
Thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. We show a 2023 probation violation, a 2025 probation violation, 2 previous and open theft by shopliftings, 1 theft by conversion.
Yeah, I heard all that from Ms. Jackson. What's your
Sorry, Your Honor.
recommendation? That's okay.
I just wanted to, he's coming real close to a felony on these theft by shopliftings. The previous magistrate gave him $600 and $1,100 sureties. Stay away from the Family Dollar on 100 West Broad Street in Fairburn, and no further contact with the manager, Jessica Perry.
Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Allen is, I believe, 31 years old. He has a GED. He's been working in landscaping for about 5 years. Self-employed. He has his own LLC. He's been lifelong here in Georgia and Atlanta as well. He has all of his family here. He lives currently with his mother, and it's a good address where he can receive mail. He's been there for about 6 years. Yeah, about 6 years coming on now. As to bond, Your Honor, given financial difficulties, we would ask for a signature bond, and if not, we would ask for as low as possible. We're absolutely amenable to a stay away and a no further contact with the manager of the Family Dollar, Your Honor.
Okay. On the theft by shoplifting, that's going to be a $50 cash bond. And on the willful obstruction, that's going to be a $10 cash bond. Total is $60 cash bond to stay away from all Family Dollar stores, including the one in question, and to stay away and have no contact with Jessica Perry. Next court date is going to be December 9.
So let me have a
$60 cash.
Okay.
Stay away, no contact.
Do I have any holes or anything?
I don't know. Next case.
Position in court, Mr. Clance.
Brian Clontz is accused of battery, family violence, and cruelty in the third degree from October 13th of last year. Case number 25 CR 7576G. Mr. Clontz, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors?
There are 3 cycles. The last arrest was April the 12th, 2023 in Fulton County for possession of Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance with the intent to distribute and possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. There was no disposition for that arrest. He was recommended for a UJR through the jail, nothing in addition.
And Mr. Scaraca, or Ms. Spear, excuse me.
Yes, Your Honor, we are asking for a $5,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Jessica Foster. Stay away from 1070 Bolton Road, Atlanta. The Family Violence Intervention Program, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Is there a Jessica Foster who wants to address the court? Jessica Foster. Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Jessica, the alleged victim, submitted a signed affidavit to the Solicitor General's office saying that she didn't want to press any charges and she was fine with the stay away, or sorry, fine with no stay away and fine with no further violent contact. I just wanted to put that on the record.
All right, thank you.
Oh, Your Honor, could I get I'm sorry, which case is this?
This is position 4, Brian Clontz, C-L-O-N-T-S.
C-L-O-N-T-S. Okay, thank you. Never mind.
On the battery, family violence, that's going to be 2,500, and count 2 is going to be 500. This is going to be a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. He will report to pretrial services twice a month. No violent contact with Jessica Foster, and he is to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released. He will attend and complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense without missing or skipping them. And his next court date will be sent to his current mailing address. Thank you. Oh, no illegal drugs and no alcohol. Thank you. And no firearms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 5, Mr. Cole.
Jamar Purcell Coles Jr. is accused of battery, family violence from November 24th of this year. His accusation is 25 CR 7614H. You've been advised of your rights, sir, and your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
There are 12 cycles. The last arrest was September the 18th, 2025 in Cobb County for a probation violation. It does appear to be on probation in Cobb County for battery. That disposition date was April the 3rd, 2025. And the term, it was 120 days of confinement and 8 months of probation. He does appear to have an outstanding hold out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for a failure to appear. That the date on that warrant is April the 18th, 2024. Nothing in addition.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. We are actually asking this to be transferred to the DA as an aggravated battery due to the nature of the injuries in this matter. Based on the seriousness of the injuries, we are asking for a $10,000 surety, family violence intervention program, no further contact with the victim, and Tegius, I hope I said that right, Williams, Antegius. Stay away from 4938 Lower Elm Street in Atlanta. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. And I do show that he is wanted out of Harrisburg, I believe. He has history in Pennsylvania and Virginia as well.
Thank you. Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cole is 27 years old. He has about 4 years of college. As to his work, he's currently a caregiver. He's done that just shy of 10 years now. As to Georgia, he's kind of gone back and forth between Philadelphia, where he's usually based, and back and forth from Philly to Georgia. He's done that for about 5 years now. Most of his family is in Philadelphia. As to his address, that's in Philadelphia as well, the one with mailing. He does have, oh, just a second. As to bond itself, Your Honor, given the FTAs, if it's not applicable, then we would not ask for signature. So we would ask for the lowest possible bond. We're absolutely amenable to a stay away and a no further contact with the alleged victim. It was conveyed to me that the alleged victim started strangling Mr. Coles, and Mr. Coles was simply defending himself. Considering the bond situation here and all of his family being in Philadelphia, getting back for Thanksgiving, we would ask for that lowest bond, Your Honor, possible. And we would also ask for a one-time police escort to gather some belongings at the alleged victim's address.
All right. Bond is going to be set at 5,000. It's going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Antegius Williams. He's to stay away from 4938 Lower Elm Street in Atlanta, Georgia. Even if he posts his bond, he has to await extradition to Pennsylvania. So I'm not going to allow a one-time visit at the present time. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date is going to be December 9th. Thank you. I'm sorry, did someone speak?
Position 6, Mr. Diamond.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you just see my chat?
Let me go. Is there a interpreter case, and who represents the defendant who needs an interpreter? We have the interpreter on Zoom.
Your Honor, actually, I need an interpreter for a complaining witness of my client because she may not, I need to have her say that she's not afraid of my client.
And who's your
Yes.
client?
I am Sayora Khan Öztürk. I am
I'm sorry, Miss Kim. Who is your client?
Yes, it is. Just give me 1 second. Ozturk.
Yes, it's true.
Ozturk.
And what language are you seeking? In what language?
I was told that she speaks Russian fluently, and the other language was Uzbek.
Okay.
Yes, it's me.
Gosh, who
believe
is
it was arranged, Your Honor, for a Uzbeki translator to be on the line
okay?
today.
And okay, good. Thank you. And I don't have the client right now, unless courtroom 2, that is the individual involved.
I can get him. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Mr. Kamal, please hold, and then we will use you as interpreter for the alleged witness or complaining witness in this case. And
Noted,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Ibrahim Ahmed, who do you have next to you, please?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Mr. Diamond right here.
Okay, Devon with two N's, Diamond, Marquez Diamond is accused of criminal trespass from July 31st of this year, case number 25 CR 7577Y. Mr. Diamond, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Renford. Is that your client?
Or
Oh, Mr. Abraham Ahmed, sorry. All right, thank you for that. Okay, any priors, Miss Jackson, or Mr. Diamond?
2 cycles. The last arrest was September the 3rd, 2024 in Fulton County for aggravated assault. That case appeared to be still pending. The case number is 25 SC 002018. And he was recommended for a UJR at level 2. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
Is he a pretrial client by any chance?
Not anymore.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm
I'll
just
double
wondering
check.
whether he was on a pretrial bond from the felony case.
He
I
was,
will
Your
double
Honor.
check. Go ahead.
All right, I heard a yes. So yes, Miss Spear, what are you asking for?
Yes, Your Honor, we've spoken with the victim in this matter. She is absolutely terrified of this particular defendant. She is the victim in the ag assault from this year. He was in pretrial diversion, but now that he's picked up this charge, he has been removed from the program. We are asking for a $10,000 surety based on the victim's request. He was already told not to contact her, to not be involved with her, and instead, Your Honor is familiar with what happened in the warrant. We have grave concerns considering his goal was to catch her in bed with another man. We are asking for a stay away from 7901 Winkman Drive. Absolutely no contact with the victim, Marshall Moore, MarshellMoore, and a BHET or MHET, whichever is appropriate.
Judge, you're muted.
Marshall Moore, if you are on Zoom and you would like to contribute, this is your time to do so.
Your Honor, she is on, but she has been traumatized and says she is absolutely convinced that he will have repercussions against her and there will be consequences if she does speak.
Okay, all right. Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor, excuse me. So Mr. Diamond is 35 years old. As to his education, he has his bachelor's in education. He's been working as a teacher for about 5 years now. He's a lifelong Georgia and Atlanta resident. He has all of his family here. He has a good address where he's resided for about 20 years now. As to his community involvement, he volunteers for church groups as well as a youth football team that I believe he volunteers to coach. The Fairburn Flames, Your Honor, as well as he volunteers and helps out in a youth mentor group to students as well. He's done all this volunteer work for about 4 years now. Your Honor, as to bond, if it's applicable, we would ask for a signature bond once again. If not, we would ask for the lowest possible bond, given financial issues on Mr. Diamond's part. We would also request and agree with the no contact and the stay away order. As to pretrial, I just want to put on the record that allegedly this incident took place before the ag assault, which resulted in the pretrial diversion there. So I just wanted to.
It didn't take place before the act.
Ms. Moore, if you want to contribute to the proceeding, you need to unmute and start your video, but you don't get to chime in while somebody else is speaking. All right, sorry about that, Mr. Abraham, continue.
That's just about it, Your Honor. To my understanding, as to the pretrial diversion, it wouldn't affect his pretrial diversion, considering it allegedly happened before. That's what I was told, Your Honor. So on those grounds, we would ask for either signature bond if applicable or the lowest possible bond, considering financial stress, Your Honor.
All right. From what I can see, there was an ag assault charge from a August 9th, 2024 incident, and Mr. Diamond received a $15,000 surety bond, which he posted through Freedom Rings Bonding Company. So I don't see there where he was a candidate for where he was a client with pretrial services, unless somebody else has some other case.
I can provide the case number, Your Honor, if you.
What is it?
It's a 25 SC 002018.
And what was the incident date of that particular case?
It's not on the pretrial diversion document here, Your Honor. I can try to pull it up though.
Ms. Strong, can you see 25 SC 002018? From what I can see, that appears to be the indictment number for the, maybe I'm wrong.
It's the
And-
indictment number for the 2024 case. This happened in July of this year. So we've already talked to the DA. They have already said that he is out of pretrial diversion.
Sorry, folks, my computer doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Okay, on the criminal trespass at Miss Moore's place, where there was a no further contact already, it's going to be a $1,000 cash bond. When we say no further contact, Mr. Diamond, that means you stay 200 yards away. That's the length of 2 football fields. And you need to maintain that distance from Miss Marshall Moore. You need to make sure that you do not communicate with her in person, through mail, email, third party, through a phone or any kind of computer device. And you definitely do not discuss her or try to reach her through social media. You will also be equipped with an ankle monitor for up to 12 months. And the ankle monitoring fees will be paid by you. And this will be equipped upon your person upon being released. And make sure that you're up to date with your monitoring fees, because if you fail in paying your monitoring fees, your bond will be revoked and you'll be back in jail in a no bond status. Your next court date is December 9th. In the meantime, also, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Position 30, Mr. Oster.
30. This is case number 25 CR 007-594A. This is Ozgur Ozturk, accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery family violence. Mr. Ozturk, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Ms. Kim, I will allow the complaining witness to chime in shortly, but in the meantime, Mr. Scirocco, what's the state's recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. We have
Oh, I'm so
spoken.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Ms. Jackson, any priors?
There are no priors. That's
Okay.
okay. There are no
Sorry.
priors, Your Honor. He
Okay.
appears to meet the criteria for a UJR through the jail, nothing in addition.
Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Scirocco. I thought I missed a step, but go ahead.
With respect to victim contact, we have spoken with her. She is going to speak shortly, I would imagine. She confirmed the events in the warrant and she stated this was just an accident from her
Yes.
perspective. And I'll let the
Just one
interpreter.
second, Mr. Scirocco.
Yes.
Mr. Kamal, could you please let the victim know that she needs her video on and she cannot say anything until I give her permission to do so?
Jabrlanuvchi xonim, iltimos videongiz yoniq turishi kerak. Keyin sizga javob berishga izn berilmaguncha hech narsa aytmasdan turishingiz lozim.
Xo'p, lekin videoyimni ochishga harakat qilganimda menga ruxsat berilmaganligini anaqa qilyapti, yozyapti.
Okay, but when I want to turn my video on, it states that it's not authorized for me to turn the video on.
Judge Law, you're muted.
Would the host please let prompt the
You cannot start your video because the host
Please be
has
quiet.
disabled it.
Iltimos jim turing.
I'm sorry, Judge, did you want me to start it? She kept unmuting, so that's why I stopped it.
Just prompt her to start her video. Ms. Kakimova,
Xonim Hakimova,
you need to be quiet until I tell you to speak.
siz ovoz chiqarmay turishingiz kerak, o'zim izn bermagunimcha.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Scirocco, yes. What else would you like to tell me about the bond recommendation?
Yes, Judge. I want to make sure, am I being translated for?
No, you're not. I
Okay.
will go ahead.
All right. Well, she is okay with no further violent contact. And let's see. With respect to this case, I mean, the state's concern would be that this came from a medical care provider. The report came in, the call. Two police came in from a medical provider where when they went for her injuries for her hand and wrist, the defendant was speaking for her. So that is a concern of the state's. Given the lack of history, the state is going to be fine with a signature bond through pretrial services here, but we are recommending FFIB, no further contact with Sayor Khan Ozturk. No further violent contact with Sayor Khan Ozturk, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound from Ms. Ozturk.
Can I say, please?
You are mute, Judge.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. All right. Mr. Kamal, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the information you translate will be true and accurate?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Sayorikan Kakimova, please raise your right hand.
Qasamyat uchun Sayyora xonim, o'ng qo'lingizni ko'taring.
Your other right hand.
Mhm.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Bugungi mahkama jarayonlarida beradigan guvohlik ko'rsatmalaringiz faqatgina haqiqatdan iborat bo'lishiga qasam ichasizmi?
Ha.
Yes.
Please make your statement a few sentences at a time because the interpreter has to translate.
Iltimos bayonotingizda qisqa lo'nda gap bilan gapiring, chunki tarjimon uni tarjima qilib yetkazishi kerak.
Kecha anglashilmovchilik bo'ldi. Xo'jayinim menga hech qanaqa zarar berish maqsadida unaqa bo'lmadi. Meni terim juda ham sensitiv, ya'ni qo'lim ishganligi uchun biz kasalxonaga kelgan edik. Qo'lim ishganligini sababi esa xo'jayinimni telefoni, unga oid bo'lgan telefonni qo'limga olgandim. Xo'jayinim esa o'zining telefonini olmoqchi bo'lgan vaqtda men telefonni orqaga qilgandim va u o'rnidan turib telefonni olgandi. Qo'limdagi
Please
shilinishlar.
stop. Please stop.
To'xtab
Mr.
turing.
Kamal, did you get all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yesterday we had a misunderstanding. He had no intention to harm me, as I just have a sensitive skin, and because of the swelling, we went to the hospital. It's just I took the phone, his phone, but he tried to take it back when he stood, and he take it back, and I have pulled it back.
How does she know Mr. Osterk?
Janob O'sturkni qayerdan bilasiz?
Xo'jayinim.
He's my husband.
And how many children do you both have?
Ikkovingizda nechta farzandingiz bor?
To'rt marta miscarriage bo'lgan edi. Farzandimiz yo'q.
I had 4 miscarriages, no children.
Okay. Please hold, do not say anything else.
Iltimos to'xtab turing, boshqa hech narsa gapirmay turing.
Ms. Kim, the state has recommended a signature bond with no violent contact. Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Kamal, you will translate this, please. On each count, Mr. Orstek has a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. This is a total of $6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2.
Har bitta ayblov bo'yicha $2,000 garov faqatgina imzo garovi bo'ladi va ish ko'rib chiqishdan olingan xizmatlar bo'yicha bo'ladi. Shuning uchun 3 ta bo'lganligi sababli $6,000 bilan sud nazorati oldin xizmatidan o'tiladi.
He needs to listen very carefully.
Judge, I don't
He needs to listen very carefully.
Oldin diqqat bilan eshitishingiz lozim.
This is an open, active case against Mr. Oster. The decision to drop the charges is not up to the victim, it's up to the prosecutor.
Bu yerda ochiq ayblov ishi qilingan va ayblovlarni yo'qqa chiqarish jabrlanuvchining zimmasida emas, balki prokurorning zimmasida.
He doesn't have to pay for his bond today, but he must comply with the conditions outlined by the court.
Garov pulni bugun to'lashlari shart emas, lekin mahkama chiqargan tartib bo'yicha ishni olib borishlari shart.
He will report to pretrial services twice a month.
Suddan oldingi nazorat xizmatiga oyiga 2 marta kelib qatnaydilar.
He will have no violent contact, no physical and verbal altercations with the victim, Sayurakhan Kakimova.
Jabrlanuvchi bilan hech qanday zo'ravonlik, jismonan va og'zaki ravishda ham zo'ravonlik holatlari bo'lmaydi. Ya'ni Sayyoraxon Hakimova bilan.
Yani bundan
No.
Your Honor, she may have been issuing a correction with respect to her
Yes.
name. Her last name is Ozturk. Because they're
Yes.
married.
All right, sorry. And he is to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released and complete all 24 classes at his expense.
Shu bilan birga uydagi zo'ravonlikni oldini olish dasturiga qatnashishlari kerak. Chiqarilgan kundan boshlab 30 kun ichida 24 haftalik dasturni o'zlarini mablag'lariga yakunlashlari lozim.
If he gets arrested again, if he doesn't report to pretrial, if he doesn't report to the courthouse when summoned, or if he violates any of the bond conditions, his $6,000 signature bond will be converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond, or even a no bond status.
Agar ular aytilgan reja bo'yicha qilmasalar va sud nazoratini amalga oshirmasalar yokida mahkamaga kelib qatnashmaydigan holat bo'ladigan bo'lsa, garov holatlari buzilgan deb hisoblanadi va $6,000 garov holati, imzo garov holati naqd pulga aylantiriladi yoki umuman garov berish yo'qqa chiqadi.
Right, Ms. Strong, please note that the victim's name is Sayurakhan Osterk.
Okay.
can I ask please?
Yes?
Xo'jayinim mendan uzoq turishlari kerakmi? To'g'ri tushundimmi? Lekin men u narsani xohlamayman. Bular xavfli inson emas.
Is it like my husband should stay away from me? But I don't want that. He's not a dangerous person.
It is no violent contact, which means that he can live with you, he can be with you, but he cannot have any violence towards you, either physically or verbally.
Okay, thank you.
Zo'ravonlik kontaktlari bo'lish kerak emas. Siz bilan yasha olinglar, siz bilan bo'la olinglar, lekin og'zakimi jismonan zo'ravonlik holatlari ro'y berishi kerak emas.
If he does and the police get involved, he'll be back in jail under very difficult circumstances.
Agar shunday holat yuz beradigan bo'lsa va politsiya kelib qatnashadigan bo'lsa, yana qamoqqa tushadilar va ularning holatlari ancha jiddiyroq bo'ladi.
Tushundim. Katta rahmat vaqtlari uchun, hammasi uchun. bunaqa muammo chiqarganimiz uchun uzr so'rayman.
Understood. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm really sorry that we caused such problem.
You didn't, don't worry. Thank you. You're free to go.
Siz qilmadingiz, bu masalada xavotir olmang. Rahmat, ketishingiz mumkin.
Mr. Ostock, do you have any questions about your bond?
No, thank you. I have other questions.
Okay, thank you.
So you, for example, assigned a class for me.
I can't understand what you're saying. Could you speak up?
You assigned a class for me. Is this decision final, or can it be changed in the future appearances in the court?
A bond order can be amended. You would need to speak to your attorney.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next case, please.
Position 7, Mr. Duffy.
Mr. Kamal, thank you so much. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Disconnecting now.
All right. Position 7, was it? Is this John Duffy?
That's correct, Judge.
Mr. Duffy is accused of reckless conduct from October 25th of this year, case number 25 CR 7566Y. Mr. Duffy, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss.
It'd be me, Your Honor. You're muted again, Your Honor.
My cursor is so sensitive today. I have no idea why. Okay, sorry about that. Mr. Duffy's attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors, Ms. Jackson?
There are 5 prior adult arrests. The last arrest was April the 20th, 2025 out of Clayton County for a probation violation. He does appear to be on probation in Clayton County for driving without a valid license and fleeing or attempting to elude an officer. That disposition date was January the 14th, 2025, and the term is for 1 year. That appears to be first offender, and he appears to have an outstanding hold out of Jonesboro, Georgia, for a probation violation. The date on that warrant was July the 23rd, 2025. He was recommended for UJR level 3. Nothing in addition.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. We are asked, there's already a $1,000 surety already set. We are asking that remain, that he forfeit any firearms, that he take a gun safety classes, any classes, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, especially firearms. We would like it also noted that he is labeled an escape risk per his GCIC. Your Honor's already aware of the situation.
Is the probation require him, you said this is first offender, is he required to not possess any firearms?
I believe so, Your Honor, because I'm showing the 2024 possession by an inmate and then the 2025 probation violation are linked, so it does look like he has also got a firearm during commission of a felony. So it does appear he is not supposed to have weapons, yes.
Okay. Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Duffy is 19 years old. He has his education in 12th grade. As to his work, he's been working in a tire shop for about a year now, but he's also been working at the Georgia World Conference Center as security for events and as event staff. As to his ties to Georgia, he is lifelong Georgia native as well as Atlanta. All of his family's here as well. He currently is moving addresses, and we did. He did indicate some social worker housing request, which we have put in as well. He has 1 kid. He has a son who's about 1 year old now. As to bond, Your Honor, we would, if applicable, once again, request a signature bond, amenable to a stay away, and we just request no further violent contact, as I believe the alleged victim watches his kid occasionally as well. Also considering the pretrial report of a recommended UJR, even though level 3 release, but still a UJR, Your Honor. So for those reasons, we would ask for that signature bond.
Is there a Natara Houston on Zoom? Natara Houston, if you want to contribute, this is your time to unmute and start your video. Okay. Bond is going to be set at 2,000. This is going to be a surety bond. Next court date is December 9th. No contact with Natara Houston. Definitely no firearms. He cannot have any firearms on his person, in his home, in any vehicle he occupies, or anywhere near him. His next court date is December 9th. No illegal drugs and no alcohol. Thank you.
Position 8, Mr. Duran.
Dominic Duran is accused of simple battery family violence from June 7th, 2025. And this is 2 counts of simple battery family violence. Case number 25 CR 7615D. Mr. Duran, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed Abraham. Any priors? Or Abraham Ahmed, excuse me.
There's one prior cycle. The last arrest was November the 22nd, 2025, with the City of Atlanta Police Department for knowingly driving a motor vehicle on a suspended or canceled or revoked registration. There's no disposition for that arrest. It was recommended for a UJR level 2, nothing in addition.
All right, thank you. Ms.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The state would like to begin by proffering the telephone calls from the defendant to the victim, wherein he tells her they need to get their story straight. The victim responds she is not going to lie. They get into an argument. He begs her for help. He apologized and admits, and the victim said this was his last chance if he wants her help anymore. So that leads the state to believe that there's a high likelihood of witness intimidation. We are asking for a $5,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Holly Foster, especially in light of his demanding she change her story. Stay away from 1378 Wichita Drive, family violence intervention program based on the allegations of potential strangling, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Your Honor, you're muted.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Abraham. But Holly Foster, if you're on Zoom, this is your moment. Okay. Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Duran is 25 years old. He has a GED, as to work. He's been working in construction specifically for petroleum, as well as a technician in that field as well, since he's about 17 years old, so quite a while, Your Honor. He's a lifelong resident of Atlanta and Georgia. Therefore, as to family, all of his family's here. His address, he has a good address where he can receive mail. He just moved there as well. For bond, Your Honor, we would ask for a signature bond. We're absolutely amenable to no contact, as well as a stay away. And we would just cite the pretrial UJR recommendation, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, you said he just moved to where?
I can provide the address. 2045 Verbena Street, Your Honor.
Okay. On the simple battery on each count, that's going to be 2,750 on each count. So that's going to be 5,500. And that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 3. I'll need him to report to pretrial once a week. He's to have no further contact with Holly Foster. He's to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. That would include mail, email, directly in through a third party, computer devices, phones, and even on social media. He's to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released, and he will attend and complete all 24 classes at his expense without missing or skipping any classes. He's not to consume any illegal drugs. no alcoholic beverages, and he will be subject to random screens. If he fails a screen, if he doesn't take the classes, if he doesn't report to court, doesn't report to pretrial, or gets arrested again, this 5,500 signature bond will be revoked. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 9, Mr. Fox.
Timothy, I'm sorry?
That a stairway?
Yeah, or didn't I put it? I'm so sorry. There was a stay away from 1378 Wichita Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you. Timothy Matthew Fox is accused of battery, family violence, and disorderly conduct from November 24th of this year. Case number 25 CR 7578F. Mr. Fox, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
There are 17 cycles. The last arrest was August the 25th, 2011, out of Ector County, Texas, for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. He has one prior felony conviction that was in 2000 out of Texas for burglary, and there are misdemeanor convictions out of Texas. One in 2012 for possession of marijuana less than an ounce, one in 2010 for assault, and one in 2009 for possession of marijuana less than an ounce and giving false information to an officer, one in 2008 for possession of marijuana less than an ounce.
Any FTAs in the last 5 years?
There were none listed in the GCIC, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the first charge out of Georgia. The other cycles were in Texas, as pretrial already alluded to. But I did want to point out that in 2009, he had assault with bodily injury, family violence assault, ag assault with a deadly weapon, family violence assault, and family violence assault bodily injury ×2. We are asking for a $2,500 surety. Stay away from the Hilton where they were found. That's 2301 Sullivan Road. No further contact with the victim, Savannah Fox, and a family violence intervention program based on his history.
All right. Ms. Fox, if you want to contribute, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Is Mr. Fox your spouse or some other relation?
He is my husband, Judge.
All right. And where do you both reside?
We reside in Colorado. I actually just drove back after flying home on Monday. I do have a brief statement to make if the court would allow.
Go ahead.
My husband and I have been married for 15 years. We have no history of domestic violence. I did note that the prosecution did point out a couple of cases that were dismissed. They were not actually a family member. It was an assault that was way before we knew each other. But I have no concerns for my safety, and I do have a safety plan in place along with the assistance of his mom. We were only in Atlanta because our son had a world championship event, and it was a very long and stressful trip for us. I did also want to briefly note that I did not call the police or report a crime. I am requesting the court issue the least restrictive conditions so that we are able to return home. Again, I did drive the 20 hours back from Colorado to Georgia today when I left yesterday in hopes of being able to pick him up. I'm requesting a personal recognizance bond. I'm not sure what they're called here in Georgia, but I am requesting permission for him to be able to be in person with me and return to Colorado with the ability to check in over the phone if necessary. And lastly, between myself and his mother, we will assist in any way necessary to ensure that he gets to court virtually or in person if he needs to fly back, Judge. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Fox is 43 years old. He has his associate's degree in applied science and welding. As to Georgia, as Ms. Fox already put it, he does live in Colorado. So he was down here once again to support his son in a world championship tournament. Speaking of his son, he has actually 2 kids. He has a 26-year-old daughter as well as 2 grandkids from her, and he has a 14-year-old son who lives with him. As to his address, he does live in Colorado, where he also, of course, receives mail there. And As to bond, Your Honor, we would ask simply for a signature bond. Given the background of this incident that was given by Ms. Fox, we would also ask for no further violent contact. And we're absolutely okay with a stay away from the Hilton Hotel, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I add?
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. The victim testified that she has a safety plan in place, which means that there is some form of fear or some manner of being afraid, or she would not have a safety plan in place at this time with his mother.
And Your Honor, if I could clarify, I'm actually an attorney in Colorado, and one of the questions that all the judges ask any person that is an alleged victim is if they have a plan in the event that the person gets angry. We don't have like a formal court-ordered safety plan or anything like that. It's just what do we do if somebody gets angry or things escalate?
And Your Honor, she did mention, she also testified that she did not call the police. She didn't need to. The violence was so loud that several other members in the Hilton Hotel called for her.
Thank you. On the battery family violence, that's going to be 1,250, and the disorderly conduct is 750. This is a $2,000 surety bond. No violent contact with Savannah Fox, and no weapons and no firearms. He's not allowed to have any firearms on his person, in his home, on his or anywhere near him. His next court date will be December 9th. If he bonds out, please make sure that he maintains a current mailing address with the court, and we will send him his summons to appear the next time. Thank you.
Position 10, Mr. Gainey.
Eric Gainey is accused of disorderly conduct and simple assault from June 25th of this year, case number 25 CR 75798. Mr. Gainey, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
There are 8 cycles. The last arrest was September the 30th, 2013 out of Henry County for a probation violation. There are misdemeanor convictions, one in 2010 out of Henry County for giving false information to an officer. And there was one in 2008 out of North Carolina for criminal trespassing. He was recommended for a UJR level 1. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right. And Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. Out of North Carolina, he has a 2007 assault on a handicapped person. He does have 2 probation violations and FTAs, but they are outside the 5 to 10 year range. The state is asking for a $5,000 surety. No further contact with the victims. That's Nydrikia Hewley, Nydrikia Hewley, and Chakevia Redden, Chakevia. Stay away from the Popeyes at 3343 Old Milton Parkway in Alpharetta. 12 anger management classes due to the overreaction, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right, thank you. On the disorderly conduct, it's going to be 750. On the simple assault, that's going to be 1,500. This is going to be a 2,250 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with the 2 victims listed by the state, and to stay away from the Popeyes restaurant in question. If he returns to that restaurant, or if he contacts any of the alleged victims in any way, form, or manner, he will be brought back to jail and his bond will be revoked. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and to report to pretrial once a month. Please maintain a current address with the court so that we can send you your next court summons. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Got position 11, Mr. Glass.
All right, then we're going to waive sounding on the first charge. Amart Glass, case 25 CR 7597J, is accused of 2 misdemeanor charges, including simple battery against a person who is 65 years or older or who is pregnant at the time of the offense from November 10th, 2025. Mr. Glass, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Ahmed Abraham. Any priors?
There are 19 cycles. The last arrest was August the 3rd, 2023, out of DeKalb County for a probation violation. He does appear to be on probation in DeKalb County for aggravated assault and aggravated battery. That disposition date was September the 14th, 2019. 4 years of confinement and 6 years of probation. He does appear to be under sentence or slash parole for possession of methamphetamine and obstructing an officer. That disposition date was November the 5th, 2025, and the term is for 3 years. There appears to be an outstanding hold out of DeKalb County for a probation violation. The date on that warrant was May the 23rd, 2023. And there are prior felony convictions, one in 2013 out of Cobb County for 2 counts of felony obstructing an officer and interference with government property. Received first offender treatment in 2011 out of DeKalb County for 2 counts of aggravated assault. That case was sealed July the 6th, 2017. There are prior misdemeanor convictions, one in 2022 out of Cobb County for criminal trespassing, one in 2018 out of Cobb County for giving false information to an officer, one in 2017 for possession of marijuana less than an ounce, one in 2016 for DUI, one in 2010 for obstructing an officer and theft by taking. He was recommended for UJR level 2. Nothing in addition.
All right, Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. I also show the hold out of Decatur. We just want to highlight very, very briefly the violent history in 05 affray and 06 battery, 2011 ag assault and battery, 2013 simple battery, 2019 battery family violence, ag assault, aggravated battery, 2 simple assault charges. He does have a 2022 probation violation and a 2023 probation violation. We are asking for a $5,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Giselle Echeverry, Echeverry. This did happen at the hospital, 3000 Hospital Road in Roswell. We do have a stay away. We are requesting a stay away, except for medical emergencies, and SDET, and no drugs, alcohol, or violent weapons while on bond.
All right.
There was a second victim, Your Honor. I believe you're aware of that, but she wished not to come forward.
Yeah, she declined. Okay, understood. And I'm sorry, which hospital? I just got 3000 Hospital Boulevard. Which hospital was this?
I believe that's the north side campus.
Okay. Mr. Abraham Hoffman?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Glass is 39 years old. He has his high school diploma. He has a couple of trade certifications, and he actually works as well in landscaping insurance. He's done that for about 5 years. He's been in Georgia and Atlanta his entire life. He has all of his family here as well. As to his address, he's currently unhoused and experiencing some housing difficulties, but we're putting him in contact with a social worker. As to his community involvement, even though he has housing issues, he's still been volunteering for a food bank and church as well. Done that for about 8 years now. As to bond, Your Honor, we would simply request it to be as low as possible, given financial issues and housing issues, as well. As to the other terms, like the no contact and stay away, we're absolutely okay with those.
On count 1, that's going to be a $3,000 surety bond. On count 2, it's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. This is a $5,000 surety bond to stay away from the Northside Hospital at 3000 Hospital Boulevard, unless he is seeking emergency treatment or he has a verifiable appointment with a healthcare provider at that location. At any time that he is at that hospital, he's to have no inappropriate contact with any of the individuals within that hospital. He's to have no further contact with Giselle Echeverry, no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Next court date is December 9th.
All right, Judge, we have a new group, and we have ACDC on as well.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Lal, and this is going to be your first appearance for these new misdemeanor charges that have been brought against you. When I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. This is a virtual proceeding that's not only being recorded but live streamed, so please remember to exercise your constitutional right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Who do we have in courtroom 2?
Position 14, Mr. Jackson.
Gregory Leon Jackson is accused of 1 count of battery family violence, 2 counts of simple battery family violence, and 1 count of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from November 25th of this year. Case number 25 CR 7602C. Mr. Jackson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors?
There are 4 cycles. The last arrest was September the 11th, 2025, out of Clayton County for simple assault. There was no disposition for that arrest. Also, he appears to have an additional open case pending in Clayton County. In Clayton County for aggravated assault. And there's 1 prior felony conviction, was in 1983 out of New York for criminal weapon possession in the 3rd degree. And there was 1 misdemeanor conviction out of New York for criminal attempt of court, a misdemeanor in 2009. And he was recommended for UJ or a level 3. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. As Your Honor is familiar with the actions, the state is asking for a $10,000 surety bond. No further contact with Dejuna Reeves, Dejuna Reeves. Stay away from 5465 Deerfield Trail. A family violence intervention program. No drugs, alcohol, and weapons. I know pretrial went over the May 2025 ag assault. Did she also mention the September 2025 simple assault?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Your Honor.
Clayton County. Yeah, thank you. All right, Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson is 63 years of age. He is denying the allegations that happened, and he mentioned to me that his mom is currently staying at his residence, which is the address where the incident took place, because she recently, she currently has cancer, and so he has been needing to help take care of her, and so she's currently staying at that residence. He is retired, and he also mentioned that he's okay with the no further contact because he doesn't want to have any issues if that's gonna be what the relationship is. So he's okay with no further contact with the alleged victim. And we would be asking for the lowest possible amount due to the fact that he is retired and he is helping take care of his mom at this moment.
And where does his mom live?
So his mom is currently staying with him, Your Honor.
At Deerfield Trail.
Yes.
And so does the alleged victim.
Yes.
Well, that's a interesting twist. How do I accommodate that?
I believe that he
Well,
mentioned that.
Let's see if Miss Dejuna Reeves, if she is on Zoom, maybe she may have provided a solution. Dejuna Reeves, excuse me. If you on Zoom, this will be the time to unmute and start your video. Dejuna Reeves. Okay. Anything else, Miss Renford?
I was gonna say, Your Honor, I believe that he did mention that his mom has her own house, but just because of the sickness, she's currently staying with him. So if Your Honor is inclined to stay with the stay away order, I would ask that you allow him to go back to the residence at least to get his things and get his mom so that they can go to her residence.
Okay. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On count 2, it's going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. On count 3, it's going to be a 1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. And count 4 is going to be a 1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. His total is a $5,000 split bond. No further contact with Dejuna Reeves to stay away from 5465 Deerfield Trail in South Fulton, Georgia. He's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police escort. He must have a police officer with him to retrieve his personal belongings and transport his mother to another designated residential address. He will need to update the court with his new residential address. He reports to pretrial services level 1, so once a month. And he's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. While he's out on the signature bond, he will enroll and complete 4 anger awareness classes with pretrial services. And we will see him in court on December 9th, unless he posts bond. Next case, please.
Good
Debbie
afternoon,
Milton?
Hi. Position 18, Ms. Johnston.
Okay, thank you. Tamisha Johnson's accused of simple battery family violence from November 16th of this year, case 25 CR 7584C. Ms. Johnson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be, who is Ms.
It's me, Your Honor.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Any priors, Ms. Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor. There are 3 cycles. The last arrest was April the 12th, 2016 out of DeKalb County for criminal trespassing. That charge was non-prossed on November the 16th, 2017. And there's 1 prior misdemeanor sentence. Received a nolo contendere sentence in 2013 out of Lowndes County, Georgia, for driving while license suspended or revoked. It was recommended for a UJR level 1, nothing in addition.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Spear? Oh, Mr. Scirocco, excuse me.
Yes, Judge, thank you. This is my case. The state's recommendation for this is going to be a signature bond through pretrial. We are recommending 3 days anger awareness. No further contact with Antavius Roach. Stay away from 387 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, Southwest Atlanta. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We have not spoken with Mr. Roach yet. We will continue those efforts at contact, but if he is online and wishes to speak, we would sound for him at this time.
Antonio Roach. This is your time to unmute and start your video if you want to chime in.
And I believe that's Antavius, Your Honor.
Or Antavia, excuse me. Mr. Roach? Okay. Ms. Renford, any objection to the no further contact and stay away?
No, Your Honor, no objection.
All right. It's a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. She reports pretrial services once a month. No further contact with Antavius Roach. While she's on pretrial, she will complete 3 anger awareness classes. Stay away from 387 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard in Atlanta, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 15, Mr. Jackson.
This is State versus Ricordio Rashawn Jackson Jr., accused of 7 misdemeanor offenses under prosecution case number 25 CR 7582E. The charges are willful obstruction of an officer, reckless driving, driving without a valid license, a seatbelt violation for an adult, a window tint violation, failure to signal a lane change, and fleeing or attempting to elude an officer. Mr. Jackson, your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford, and and you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Ms. Jackson?
There are 8 cycles. The last arrest was November the 21st, 2025, out of Clayton County for possession of a firearm during commission of a felony and fleeing or attempting to elude an officer, a misdemeanor. That case appears to be still pending. He does have prior sentences. misdemeanors. He received first offender treatment in 2019 for the discharge of a firearm on the property of another, and there was no seal date available. And he received a nullo contendory sentence in 2019 out of Clayton County for obstructing an officer, and there was a conviction in 2015 out of Henry County for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And he was recommended for a UJR level 2. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge, and I do want to make it clear, we actually did issue a null pros, sent that to the court with respect to count 7, that being the fleeing and eluding. It doesn't appear the officers gave chase here, likely due to all of the rush hour traffic with the defendant going southbound at a high rate of speed, failing to signal and changing lanes, driving recklessly through that traffic, is likely why they did not take the risk here. But that is dangerous behavior, and with his history, his apparently open case out of Clayton, and also looks like prior entering auto case, and prior fleeing and eluding. There was a 2020 case with that, as well as an ag assault, that was ultimately dismissed, but a criminal case nonetheless, and also a nolo for speeding in 2017. Oh, and a driving without a valid license 2016 conviction. State's recommendation, given those, the risk to the public with this sort of driving behavior, is going to be a $5,000 total surety, $2,000 for each the willful obstruction and the reckless driving, $250 on the remaining 4 charges. That is now 6 charges total, and no driving, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
What is the status of this pre-indicted case 20 CP 192559? Anybody can give me an update.
Could you read that back to me, Your Honor?
20 C as in cat, P as in Peter, 192559.
That was DWAP, Your Honor, that case.
All right.
And that was the case that I was referencing with the entering auto and the fleeing and eluding. That was dismissed.
Okay. Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson is 28 years old. He currently has 2 kids and a girlfriend that is expecting. Currently, he's lived in Georgia all his life. He is working currently, and we would ask for the lowest possible amount due to the fact that he does have a baby on the way. So we just ask for the lowest possible amount if a signature bond is not applicable, Your Honor.
Okay. On the willful obstruction of an officer, that's going to be 1,000. On the reckless driving, that's going to be 2,000. Driving without a valid license, that's going to be 1,000. A seatbelt violation, that's going to be 500. Driving window tint violation, that's going to be 500. And failure to signal a lane change, that's 1,000. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a $6,000 surety bond. No driving until further order of the court. He's not allowed to operate any motor vehicle until he gets a court order. And upon his motion to allow driving, he must produce a valid driver's license, adequate insurance for the vehicle, and proper registration. Thank you.
What was it for the fleeing and attempt to elude? What was the
Oh,
bond?
that was dismissed.
Okay.
So the state's going to submit a null pros order for that.
And what was that total again?
5,500. 500. Oh, sorry, 6,000. 6,000. Do you need the breakdown again?
I'm good, Judge.
Okay, 6,000.
And I will forward that null pros to Miss Grace if she didn't receive it already.
And that's surety bond, correct, Judge?
Surety bond, no driving until further order of the court.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next is position 2020, Ms. Jones.
I think it's Miss McLeod's client. Okay, this is Shantarius Jones and case number 25 CR 007608Y. Ms. Jones' attorney is Miss McLeod. Okay, there she is. And Miss Jones is accused of battery, family violence, and 3 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree. And I'm trying to remember whether we allowed for no violent contact. Was it no violent contact?
Your Honor, I believe it was no further
No
contact.
further contact. Okay.
I believe so. I'm not sure.
I think Miss McLeod is right because someone said they were moving out.
Okay. All right. So,
Correct, Your Honor.
and any priors, Miss Jackson?
There are 2 cycles. The last arrest was February the 10th, 2025, with the city of South Fulton for disorderly conduct. There was no disposition for that arrest.
All
She
right.
was recommended for a UJR through the jail, nothing in addition.
For count 1, that's going to be 3,000. For count 2, 3, and 4 is going to be 500 each. That's going to be a 4,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. No further contact with Rashana Jones. She has to stay away from the incident location unless the property has been vacated by Miss Rashana Jones. She will enroll in a DVIP program or family violence program within 30 days of being released. And she is to attend and complete all the classes at her expense without missing or skipping any of the classes. Her next court date will be sent to her current mailing address. Please make sure that she provides that in writing. Anything else, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask the court to reconsider the FVIP simply because of the cost, Your Honor. My client is the mother of 2 minor children, a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, and she's currently unemployed. She tells me that she does some Lyft and DoorDash, that sort of thing, but it's not constant, and she does have to take care of those 2 children. She essentially takes care of them by herself, she tells me, Your Honor. So it would be a hardship for her to have to take on the FVIP as well, Your Honor, because there is a cost factor there.
The DVI program, by completing it, she makes herself a stronger candidate for pretrial diversion or for a satisfactory resolution in this case. So I'll allow her to enroll in the program within 60 days of release. I'm going to give her 2 months. She will need to get a job where she'll be able to afford these classes. This is battery, family violence, not simple assault, not regular simple assault. This is involving a domestic situation. She'll need to take it. Thank you. Thank you. Next court date will be sent to her current mailing address.
Excuse me, Judge, so she can return if the sister has left?
Yes, if Rashana Jones has vacated the property, she can return to the location.
My client no longer lives there.
Then it makes the stay away even easier. Thank you.
So she don't need to stay away with?
Yes, she does, because she
Okay.
doesn't live there anymore.
Okay, so she needs to stay away. Thank you.
Next case. Courtroom 2.
Position 16, Mr. Jessup.
Edward Samuel Jessup is accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery from November 24th of this year. His case number is 25 CR 7583D. Mr. Jessup, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors? Ms. Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor, there is 1 prior cycle. It was on August the 26th, 2025 in DeKalb County for criminal trespassing. There was no disposition for that arrest. He was recommended for a UJR level 2, nothing in addition.
Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do want to supplement. There is also an open case in Superior Court 25 PI 009674. That is a burglary in the first degree case wherein the defendant was observed breaking into the same residence as here. That's 479 Waldo Street. And taking items from the same victim as here, Mr. Forrest Jessup. And at the time, the defendant and the victim's mother, their brothers that lived there, she expressed that the defendant was not welcome in her home, and he was ultimately given a $10,000 straight bond on that, condition of which was stay away from the location. But I believe that was given November 24th, 2 days ago. So the state's recommendation here is going to be a $3,000 surety. We are recommending $2,000 for the battery family violence and a $1,000 for the simple battery. A social worker visit to assess for MHET, given what was stated in the warrant with respect to the incident. No further contact with Forrest Jessup. We have not heard from Mr. Jessup. We will continue those efforts at contact. Stay away from the 479 Waldo Street address, consistent with the existing order, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound from Mr. Jessup, please.
Forrest Jessup?
This is Philip Jessup. I am.
All right, you need your video on, sir.
Okay.
All right, Mr.
Unable-
Philip Jessup, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
All right. Please let me know what you want me to know, but without referencing anything with regards to Edward's mental or physical medical issues.
You said without regard to that?
Without referencing. You cannot talk about any medical issues or mental health issues in open court.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with him being home with you?
Not under the circumstances because of the violence. It's very sudden and unprovoked violence that we had hoped would be able to be addressed, that we'd be able to address here. And
to that extent, how would you like me to address the violence in terms of what? Counseling, taking classes?
We were going to ask for an evaluation, a psychiatric evaluation.
That's granted.
And that, a drug evaluation program. And, we want him to get his life back on track. I mean, we would like to, obviously, we love him very much, and we want him to get to a point where he's not reacting in an explosive manner without any apparent provocation.
Understood. Does Forrest live with you as well?
He does.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jessup. I know this is very difficult, but thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Renford, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. Jessup earlier today. He mentioned to me that he is currently unemployed, but he's actively looking for jobs, and that the situation was out of context and that he was actually trying to get things to move out of the residence and to leave the home, and that he is okay with the stay away orders. He mentioned to me he's fine with that. He also mentioned to me that he is a father of a 4-year-old son, and that again, because he is unemployed, we're asking for the lowest possible amount, since he doesn't have anything to pay for a bond, Your Honor.
Does he have custody of this young child?
He mentioned to me that the child goes between the mom's house and this house.
I
So
simply asked whether he has custody or whether it's with the mom.
joint custody. It's understand that it's joint custody, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Ms. Renford?
No, Your Honor.
On the battery family violence, that's going to be 2,000, and the simple battery is going to be 750. This is a 2,750 surety bond, He currently has a $10,000 surety bond on his open felony case. He is to have no further contact with Forrest Jessup. He's to stay away from 479 Waldo Street in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. He will be interviewed by a social worker for MH or BH issues as well as housing issues. And depending on the evaluation, Ms. Renford, you can ask for the case to be reset to the 11 a.m. calendar. Presently, it's going to be further notice to December 9th. Thank you. Mr. Jessup, you're free to go. Thank you, sir.
Position 28, Miss Murphy.
Maggie Murphy is accused of loitering and prowling from November 24th of this year, 25 CR 7586G. Ms. Murphy, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. McLeod.
It's me, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
And if we could we get Trishana Russ as well, given that it's the same underlying set of facts here?
Mhm. Trishana Russ is also accused of loitering and prowling from November 24th, and her case number is 25 CR 7589A. Ms. Russ and Ms. Murphy, you've both been advised of your rights. Ms. Murphy, your attorney is Ms. McLeod, and Ms. Russ, your attorney is Ms. Kim. Ms. Jackson, any priors on Ms. Maggie Murphy?
There's one prior. The last arrest was January the 25th, 2022 out of Gwinnett County for simple battery, family violence, and criminal damage to property in the second degree. She received first offender treatment for a misdemeanor in 2023 out of Gwinnett County for simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespassing. That criminal damage to property in the second degree was amended. It was sealed on September the 21st, 2023. And she was recommended for a UJR through the jail, nothing in addition.
What about Ms. Russ?
Just a moment, please.
And she is position 32.
There's one prior cycle that was on January the 9th, 2025 in Fulton County, where possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under the age of 18 years of age. That case appeared to be still pending. That case number is 25 CR 000186 and the letter A. And she was recommended for UJR level 2. Nothing in addition.
Mr. Scirocco, what's your recommendation for both these ladies?
Yes, Your Honor. I do want to elaborate on that possession of a pistol revolver case. That is in dormant bench warrant status because the defendant FTA'd for plea and arraignment in July of this year. And she's being held on that aforementioned FTA. We did speak with the victim, Mr. Deshaun Hrabowski, who owns the property in question. He said he's currently installing cameras and has changed the locks on the property. And he will have his construction crew come tomorrow to clean out the last of the belongings that are still there. He's asking for a stay away from the property, that being 927 Magna Carta Drive in Atlanta. With respect to Miss Murphy's loiter prowl, the state's recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services, social worker visit for housing, stay away from 927 Magna Carta Drive in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. For Ms. Russ and her loiter prowl charge, the state's recommendation on account of that FTA and that open case is a $1,000 surety. Social worker visit for housing, stay away from 927 Magna Carta Drive in Atlanta, again, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, thank you. Ms. McLeod and Ms. Kim, on the loitering and prowling for each of your clients is going to be a $1,000 signature bond through we're going to make it through the jail. To stay away from 927 Magna Carta Drive. That's a really cool address. Atlanta, Georgia. And to have no contact with John Habrowski. Unfortunately, Ms. Kim, your client has a bench warrant in 25 CR 0000186A. So she does receive a signature bond through the jail with no contact and stay away as well. But both these cases are going to be further noticed to December 9th. And we'll take up both cases at that time. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, for which one of the cases, Judge?
For position 32,
What's the case number?
the older case number is 25 CR 0000186A.
Okay, and both victims is the stay away and no further contact. Did you order the social worker visit?
No, I don't need one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 37, Mr. Wallace.
Thank you, Your Honor. And before I go, Your Honor, this is my final case. My previous client, Miss Jones, has informed me that she does have a few items still left at the former address where she and her sister were living. So she's requesting a one-time police officer escort to go back to that location to get her belongings, Your Honor.
That's Shantaria Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Miss Grace, on position number, I need to get to that case. At position 20, where she received a 4,500 signature bond for pretrial level 2, I'll allow a one-time visit. I can't remember the location, but with a police officer. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour, and that is for her to retrieve her belongings.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, let me go back to her sister who was position 19. She can return?
Yeah, she can return, but
Okay,
but
thank
she's
you.
indicated that she's moving out, so who knows? All right, quorum 2, who do we have?
Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Ms.
Happy
McKinney.
Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
Take care.
Position 37, Mr. Wallace.
37. Terrence James Wallace is accused of 2 counts of battery and 3 counts of simple battery from November 24th of this year, case number 25 CR 7605E. Mr. Wallace, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors, Ms. Jackson?
There's one prior cycle. That last arrest was May the 18th, 2021, with the City of Atlanta Police Department for possession of marijuana, less than an ounce, and there was no disposition. And he was recommended for a UJR through the jail. Nothing in addition.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. This was the November 24th incident at 4050 Wendell Drive in Atlanta. That's the Efficiency Lodge, involving the defendant and the victim here, his girlfriend, Chandrika Knight. They were residing there and had been living there for 2 nights. To my knowledge, that's the extent of their living together situation. But she reported that he had choked her, had struck her in the head, and had ultimately and grabbed her hair as well. We did conduct a strangulation assessment for this case. She reported that the defendant from behind her had asphyxiated her with both his hands and his forearm that were placed around her neck with a grip pressure rating of 9 or 10 out of 10, somewhere within that range, causing shortness of breath, dizziness, changes to her voice, and swelling. She reported that it stopped and started around 5 or 6 times, and that the defendant also placed his hands over her mouth. She thought that the defendant was going to break her neck, and also expressed that the defendant kept grabbing her from behind, trying to prevent her from leaving, and that she asked him to stop, even started calling out her grandson's name, thinking that would make the defendant stop. But the defendant kept saying, BITCH, you're not going anywhere. We did send this up for felony transfer as an aggravated assault strangulation. And we are awaiting the response from the DA's office as of now. And additionally, she confirmed the events in the warrant, and they had just moved into the extended stay together. They've been dating for 5 months, and ultimately, he just would not stop hitting her. Also, her face, neck, and jaw are all swollen. She reports, and black eye, busted lip, and that there are the defendant takes MH medication and has a drinking problem, and that's an issue, it appears. And as well, she wants a no further contact and a stay away from the extended stay. Your Honor is well aware of the heightened lethality factors present with strangulation cases. We are extraordinarily concerned for this victim's safety, the threat to her, and the risk of witness intimidation and reoffense here, especially with him trying to prevent her from leaving. With that, and the position of our office that this is an aggravated assault, the state's recommendation is an $8,000 total surety, $2,500 for each battery, $1,000 for each simple battery. And, as I stated, they'd only been living together for 2 days. So we are proceeding on battery and simple battery charges, but this is intimate partner. So the state is recommending FIB. No further contact with Chandrika Knight. Stay away from 4050 Wendell Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. That is, again, the Efficiency Lodge. Continue on any recommended treatment or medication that he may be on. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and random screens for drugs and alcohol, Your Honor. If we could sound for Miss Knight.
Have you all amended this accusation to family violence?
No, it was amended from family violence to battery, given the limited stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chandrika Knight, if you want to contribute to the proceedings, you need to unmute and start your video.
Um,
All right, Miss Knight, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Yes or no?
yes, ma'am. Yes.
You can put your hand down. What's your name?
Yes.
What is your name?
Sandrika Knight.
And how do you know Mr. Wallace?
Sandrika Knight.
How do you know
We was
Mr.
neighbors
Terrence
and we
Wallace?
started dating. We was living next to each other.
Okay.
We was
And
neighbors. Can you hear me?
yes. What would you
I
like to
can't
tell?
hear you, Judge.
Oh gosh. Okay. Can you hear the court?
I'm sorry. Okay, if you can hear me. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear the court?
Yes.
Do you swear and affirm the
Can
testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
yes.
What would you like to tell us?
Judge, I'm not trying to get him in trouble, but what he did, that was his first time doing it to me. And it was really like scary. So I just wanted him to learn from his mistakes and not do it again. But I wasn't trying to break up our relationship or get him sent to jail. But when I kept begging him to stop, he scared me. But other than that, he never acted out like this. So it was new to me. And I am aware that he take medication and sometimes he doesn't take his medicine like he's supposed to. But what he did, I had never seen him in my life act like that. And it was different. So I was scared. But other than that, he never put me in danger. He always like my protector and there for me. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Kim? And please unmute.
I apologize. Mr. Wallace is 43 years old. He was born and raised here in Georgia. He has no objection to stay away and no contact with her. He has place where he resides with his auntie, he will not have a homelessness as a problem. And he does have a child, but it is not with her. So there's no requirement for third-party transfer. He just needs to go back there one time with a law enforcement officer to retrieve his personal belongings like clothing and things like that. Other than that, he does not have any problem with no other contact. He graduated from high school 2003. And after that, he has been working really hard. He works at different hotels and different retail stores like Kroger's to pay for his 5 years old son. And we would like to request for the lowest possible bond if UJR jail, which he is recommended for, is not available. We would like to request for a maximum $1,000 surety bond.
And what belongings does he have there? He was only there 2 days.
Clothing, that's what he said.
Count 1, battery, is a $1,500 surety bond. Count 2 is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Counts 3, 4, and 5 are going to be $1,000 each, and they are going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2, and a $1,500 surety. That's a $6,500 split bond. No further contact with Chandrika Knight. Stay away from Miss Knight. Stay 200 yards away and do not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. Even if she encourages you to contact her, you are now under a court order where you must make sure you maintain no contact. You have to stay away from the Efficiency Lodge location in place. You're allowed a one-time visit to the Efficiency Lodge. You're not allowed to go into the room. The furthest you can go is to the lobby, where you can ask the manager to retrieve your items, but you're not to enter any of the rooms. After that, you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention. Oh, excuse me, this is not DV. So yeah, while you report to pretrial twice a month, you will attend and complete 4 anger awareness classes. Your next court date is going to be December 5th. Thank you.
Judge, can you break that down for me again?
Sure. Count 1 is 1,500 surety. Count 2 is 2,000 signature bond pretrial level 2. Count 3, 4, and 5 simple battery each is going to be 1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2.
Thank you.
Next is position 39, Ms. Wilkins.
Flamine Wilkins is accused of criminal trespass from November 24th of this year, case 25 CR 7601C. Ms. Wilkins, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors, Ms. Jackson?
There are 12 cycles. The last arrest was October the 21st, 2025, out of College Park, Georgia, for criminal trespassing. That case appeared to be still pending. That case number is 25 CR 004184. There appears to be an additional open case out of Fulton County. The case number is 25 CR 000663 in the letter C for criminal trespassing. And she received first offender treatment in 2023 out of Douglas County for possession of Schedule II controlled substance and possession of methamphetamine. That case was sealed August the 31st, 2025. There are misdemeanor convictions, one in 2024 out of Douglas County for possession and use of drug-related objects, one in 2015 out of Harris County, Georgia, for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And she was recommended for a UJR level 2. Nothing in addition.
Okay, she's got a FTA from 2004. Is that correct?
I see an FTA in 2025.
Okay.
I can provide some clarity. So, Your Honor, the two criminal trespass cases that pretrial mentioned here, 25 CR 004184C and 25 CR 006636C. I'm not sure why they'd be listed as open, but those are both convictions for criminal trespass.
Yeah, she
And
took a plea recently.
right. And one of those, the one from October 9th, 2025, she was convicted of criminal trespass for the case ending in 4184C for the same address that she's returned to here and has been told not to come back to. So she's in violation of her probation, the order being a stay away. Uh, Given that and the 2025 FTA, the state's recommendation is going to be a $2,000 surety. Social worker visit for BHET. Stay away from the incident location that is 3222 Kenilworth Drive, and that is in East Point. It's the woods at Camp Creek Apartments. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is going to be it for the state.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Miss Wilkins is 46 years old, Your Honor, and she put down as an emergency contact as a husband, but they're not legally married, and she's currently residing with her mother. She was born in Texas, but she came to Georgia when she was second grade, so she's been here for more than 30 years. She's currently unemployed. It has been going on for the last 6 months, and she claims that she was looking for a job, and she does have 13 children, even though she does not have a custody of them. And she has no income, so we would like to request for the lowest possible bond, possibly signature on bond through pretrial level 1. But if Your Honor is not inclined to give her a signature on bond because of those convictions, we would like to request for a maximum $500 surety bond.
All right, thank you. Bond is going to be set at $100 cash bond only. Stay 200 yards away from the entire apartment complex called the Woods at Camp Creek, or 3222 Kenilworth Drive in East Point. Next court date is December 9. Thank you.
Position 38, Mr. Warrior.
Samaj Warrior is accused of willful obstruction of an officer and fair evasion. His accusation is 25 CR 7600H. Mr. Warrior, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
There's 11 cycles. The last arrest was May the 10th, 2025, out of Walton County, Georgia, for forgery. Does appear to be on probation in Walton County for forgery and identity theft fraud. That disposition date was November the 12th, 2025, and the term is for 5 years. There are prior felony convictions, one in 2019 out of Florida for a charge associated with a CWAC. And there was an additional felony conviction in 2019 out of Florida for burglary and larceny. And he was recommended for a UJR level 3, nothing in addition.
Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Your Honor. I do want to mention as well 2023 FTA out of Georgia, I believe, and then two probation violations out of Florida, 2023 and 2025, respectively. On account of that, and with the state's understanding that he's not Georgia local here, with the FTA and that, the minimal length of residence in the community, the state's recommendation is going to be $1,000 surety, 500 for each charge here. Comply with any existing restrictions or bans from MARTA, set in place by MARTA, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Warrior is 26 years old, and he is actually local. He was born and raised here in Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, and he is currently living with his mom at Jonesboro, Georgia. Your Honor, he claims that somebody was actually paying for that And this happened on June 15, 2024. And he just got out of Walton County. He was serving for about 1 year because of those charges that pretrial already mentioned. Your Honor, he got the full custody of 2 children, who is only 2 years old and newborn 1 year old. We would like to request for a signature on bond for this so he can go back home. It's been very long time for him not to be able to see any of his children, Your Honor. He is still pursuing GED as he was not able to complete 12th grade. So at this point, because of his incarceration for almost about a year, he does not have any income, no job. We can ask for, we would like to request for a signature on bond.
On each count is going to be a $10 cash bond. Stay away from all motor property in accordance with any active suspension. Next court date is December 9th.
Thank you.
Doesn't qualify for a signature bond due to his 2023 FTA. Thank you.
Position 33, Mr. Span.
Logan Span is accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery. And the incident date is November 24th of this year. Case number 25CR7590J. Mr. Span, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors, Ms. Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor. There are 3 cycles. The last arrest was April the 11th, 2019, out of Hamilton County, Tennessee, for domestic assault. Those charges were dismissed on April the 12th, 2019. There were no convictions. It was recommended for UJR through the jail, nothing in addition.
All right. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. We have spoken with the victim here. That is Dakota Span. The defendant is the victim's older brother. They live at the location together. It's an Airbnb where they were staying at. The victim is requesting no further contact and to stay away. He does not appreciate the defendant putting hands on him, and that other portion is not relevant. But the request is for no further contact and to stay away. We are recommending a signature bond through pretrial, no further contact with Dakota Span, 3 days anger awareness, stay away from 1464 Hawthorne Way, and that is in East Point. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and that is going to be all for the state. If we could just sound for Dakota Span.
Dakota Span, if you are on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Ms. Kim? Oh,
Yes,
hang on.
you.
Didn't I have someone? Who is Ken Span?
That's my father.
All right.
His mom's on here too.
Well, y'all need to start your video before I can, if y'all
It
want
won't
to.
let me. Oh, start. You cannot start your video because it's just like that. Go ahead and close it, try it now. There you go.
All right. Who wants to talk first? All
So
right.
that you can go ahead.
Am I on here?
Yes, you are. We can see you. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Celeste Wallace.
I
How do
was
you
just, I
know
was
that?
He's my son. I was just on here. I've talked to both of them. I actually was on my way down there today. I didn't realize that it was a Zoom call. I was wanting to find out what my next steps would be because he's not from there. If when he's getting out, would I come get him tonight or come get him tomorrow, and what I would have to pay?
Does he live in Hickson, Texas?
He lives in Hickson, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
We're just
Excuse me.
we're an hour and 45 minutes from you.
Okay. Hickson, Tennessee. Okay.
We're in Chattanooga.
All right. Thank you so much. Mr. Ken Span, did you want to add to the conversation?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly, other right hand?
Oh, sorry.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like to tell us?
Yes, ma'am. My son is not a bad person. I do believe him and his brother had a disagreement. My younger son has a way of exaggerating things, and I don't feel like my son should be in there because I don't think it should have went to this extent. I
What?
think it could have been. I think it could have been worked out, but I
Is
think
Dakota Span in the room with you?
no, ma'am,
Well, that's interesting that I don't hear directly from him.
because he's in the wrong.
That would be your opinion.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you,
He
Mr.
was just
Span.
not on here because he didn't want anything to happen.
He would need to be here if he wants something favorable to happen.
He didn't want, he didn't want anything to happen to him. He wasn't the one that pressed charges or anything. So he just didn't want to be on here because we didn't want it.
Listen, folks, he is the alleged victim in this case. This is a domestic violence case involving two brothers, where Dakota is the alleged victim. Domestic violence, once it gets on his record, if the state takes this case to court and he is tried and convicted beyond a reasonable doubt, this will go on his record. And this will affect many things that he wants to do in the future. So if Dakota Span doesn't want to take the time and effort to come here and speak up in favor of his brother, I will respect that. And I don't have to take your opinion of you putting
no,
down
I'm
the
here.
alleged victim.
I'm here. Everybody
I
in our
thought
room
you
full
would
of shit.
chime in. I thought you would chime in eventually. You need
Everybody
to
in our
start your
room full of
video.
shit. I'm sorry.
And you need to go put on a jacket. All right? You can switch his video off and mute him until he puts on a jacket. Thank you. Mr. Span, please mute your screen. Honestly. Okay, and Miss Kim, what would you like to tell me while we wait for Dakota to go get dressed appropriately?
Yes, Mr. Span is 25 years old. Of course, they live in Tennessee. So um, if he gets pretrial signature on bond through pretrial, we will ask for a report to be done telephonically. He does not have any child. He wants to have a no further violent contact with his younger brother. They were trying to do some kind of a job together, door-to-door sales together, and he realized that he's not going to be able to do that job with his little brother. He currently has two jobs. He works as a cook and he does he works at chicken and rice restaurant as well. We would like to request for a signature on bond so he can be released and be home with his mother and father.
In Hickson, Tennessee?
Yes, which is not that far from here. I heard it was only 1 hour and 45 minutes here. He will come back to the court.
Understood. On the battery charge, it's going to be 2,000. On the simple battery, it's 1,000. This is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. I'm waiting for Dakota to show up, but if he doesn't, at the present time, it's going to be no further contact with Dakota Span, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And he's to stay away from the incident.
I'm still here.
All right. Prompt him to start his video. All right. Mr. Dakota, raise your right hand and stop walking around. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you live?
I live on 1717 Bagwell Avenue, Hickson, Tennessee, 37343.
All right. And would you like to have contact with your brother, Logan?
No.
All right. And do you live with your mom in Hickson, Texas?
Hickson, Tennessee, and
Tennessee.
yes, ma'am,
I don't know why I keep on thinking.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I understand.
Do you live with your mom?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, so if I have no further contact, then Brother Logan will have to find somewhere else to live.
I have my own.
All right, sounds good then. Thank you.
Yeah, he has the old condo I gave him, and I moved in with my mama like a year ago.
All right, that sounds like the perfect arrangement. So, thank you, Mr. Dakota. You can you can mute your screen. Again, it will be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with a Dakota span, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And you report to pretrial telephonically once a month, but you will be required to complete 4 anger awareness classes with pretrial.
Ma'am.
Next court date is going to be sent to your current mailing address. So within 30 days of being released on a signature bond, you are to report to the courthouse and provide us with your valid mailing address in writing. Thank you.
Excuse me, Judge, so the stairway is locally here, so is it a stairway at that address?
Well, he can't live, he has to have no further contact with Dakota Span, who lives with his mother, so he'll need to provide us with a new address or wherever he lives.
So we can take the stairway that's locally here away?
Correct.
Okay.
Position 34, Mr. Spraggins Morris.
Anthony Spraggins Morris is been charged with 5 misdemeanor offenses stemming from a driving incident. They include hit and run, failure of the driver to return to the scene of the accident. That's count 1. The remainder are driving while license suspended or revoked, improper erratic lane change, expired or no license plate or decal, and no valid insurance. Stems from a September 26, 2025 incident. Mr. Spraggins Morris, you have been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. I don't know if I said the accusation number, but it ends with 7599G. Any priors, Ms. Jackson?
There are 3 cycles. The last arrest was November the 14th, 2025, out of Forsyth County for driving while license suspended or revoked. There was no disposition for that arrest, and there are no convictions. It's recommended for a UJ or a level 2. Nothing in addition.
Thank you. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, George, I do want to make sure we include that I saw a 2025 failure to appear from April 2nd, that is, and it appeared to be for a traffic-related offense. The NOLO for driving while license withdrawn, that was from October 28th, 2025. And ultimately that was his license was withdrawn due to what appears to be the 2025 FTA. Speeding convictions 2022, 2018, failure to file insurance 2016, failure to yield right away 2016. And presumably opened a driving while license suspended or revoked out of Forsyth from November 14th of this year, so less than 2 weeks ago. Given all of that history, the state's recommendation is going to be a $3,500 surety total, $1,000 on the hit and run, $1,000 on the driving while license suspended or revoked, and $500 on the remaining 3 charges. No driving, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Spraggins Morris is 37 years old, and he was born in Michigan, but he came to Georgia about 4 years ago. And we do have a local address and telephone number. He's working as IT specialist. Even though he used to make money, he believes that he might have lost his job because he was arrested at Forsyth County on November 14, 2025, and he paid for the bond and came to here Fulton County. So after that, he may not have any more job. So he does not have any funds to pay for his bond at this point. He was serving at U.S. Army from 2011 to 2022. He retired and he went to college for 2 years for criminal justice. And he also, he does not have any children at this point. We would like to request for the lowest possible bond, maybe $100 per each count, $500 surety bond.
Thank you. On count 1 is going to be $1,000 surety. Count 2 is 500 surety. Count 3 is 500 surety. Count 4 is 500 surety. And count 5 is 1,000 surety. The total bond is going to be a 3,500 surety bond. No driving until further order of the court. He's not allowed to operate any motor vehicle, even if he's valid for reinstatement. He would need to file a motion with the court, produce a valid and current driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration before the bond order may be amended to allow driving. Next court date is going to be December 9th. Thank you.
Go to position 17, Mr. Johnson.
Deputy, do you know what's going on with position 3, Skyteria Bennett?
That was a waiver.
Okay, thank you. Marvin David Johnson's accused of 2 counts of battery family violence from November 25th, 2025. His case number is 25 CR 7606E. Mr. Johnson, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors?
There are 5 cycles. The last arrest was December the 26th, 2019 in Fulton County for theft by shoplifting. That charge was dismissed. On February the 21st, 2020, there are no convictions. He was recommended for a UJ or through the jail. Nothing in addition.
All right, thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with Sitara, SITARA Fears. Stay away from 2112 Bent Creek Way. Family Violence Intervention Program, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. Sitara Fears, did you want to address the court? Sitara Fears. All right. And Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is 50 years old. He has been in Georgia all his life. He is currently doing HVAC work for apartment complexes, and he denies the allegations, Your Honor. He claims that he did not touch her, and he is also asking for the lowest possible amount, Your Honor, if a signature bond will not apply in his case.
All right, thank you. On each count, it's going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with Sitara Fears to stay away from the Bent Creek Way location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Within 30 days, he will also enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, attend and complete all 24 classes at his expense, and not miss or skip any classes. His next court date will be sent to his mailing address, so he will need to update us with his new mailing address within 30 days. Does he need a one-time visit?
Yes.
Does he need a one-time visit?
We didn't discuss that, so I'm gonna can he answer really quickly?
Yeah, Mr. Johnson, do you need a one-time visit with an officer to retrieve your belongings?
Yes, Your Honor, I will need that one-time visit.
You are allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to the Bent Creek Way location. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. And then within 30 days of being released, you must update us with your new address so we can just send you your summons. Remember to report to pretrial once a month and no contact with Ms. Fierce. Thank you.
That was a level 1, Judge?
Level 1.
I got position 21, Mr. Lockett.
Winston Lockett's accused of battery, family violence, simple assault, family violence, and criminal trespass. His case is 25 CR 7610C. Mr. Lockett, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors?
There are 5 cycles. The last arrest was December the 4th, 2024, out of Fulton County for a failure to appear. Does appear to be on first offender probation in Richmond County, Georgia, for 2 counts of unlawful for a person to obtain or procure or give to youth any prohibited items without authorization of a juvenile. That disposition date was March the 23rd, 2023, and the term is for 4 years. He appears to have an open probation case in Fulton County. That case number is 23 SC 188366 for robbery. That disposition date, robbery and reckless conduct. That disposition date was April the 28th, 2025, and the term is for 2 years. Has an open probation case in Douglas County for possession of a firearm during commission of a felony and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. That disposition date was October the 4th, 2023, and the term is for 5 years. And he was recommended for a UJR a level 3, Your Honor. Nothing in addition.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would like to begin by proffering the jail calls that we have received. In the first of 10 calls, he instructed the victim to go to court and submit an affidavit claiming she lied and there was no fight. He then asked a second time on the third call and told her she needed to submit an affidavit to have the case dismissed. On case 4, tell them I am wrongfully arrested. She says she was going to say her hormones were high because she's pregnant. Call 9, the victim said she'd arrived. Defendant and notifies and instructs her to notify staff she's attempting to submit an affidavit. When our victim witness advocate reached out, she did in fact say her hormones were out of whack because she's pregnant. In light of the many attempts of coercion and the substantial risk of obstruction based on these phone calls, state is asking for a $3,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Kennedy Bartley. Stay away from 7915 Sonoya Road in Fairburn, a family violence intervention program. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. Just give me a moment. This is Kennedy Bartley. All right. And let's see, did this say that she's expecting in the warrant? I can't remember. Was checked by EMS while being checked. She said she is 11 weeks pregnant. Okay. So
Yes,
y'all didn't charge this as a battery upon a female who is pregnant?
That did occur to me, Your Honor.
Okay. Kennedy Bartley, if you want to, all right, there we go.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hello.
Do I gotta do the hand thing?
Well, the hand thing means taking an oath.
Oh, okay.
And if you lie or if you are proven to perjure yourself, you will be subject to a criminal action. That's what the hand thing means.
Oh, okay. I'm
So do you want to do the hand thing?
No. No.
All right, then please mute your screen.
Oh, wait, then yes, I do then, because I do have something to say.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge, subject to being prosecuted for perjury?
Yes, I do.
All right, what would you like to tell us?
I just wanted to say that there was no coercion through any of that. He already told me that on the phone, but he wasn't aware that I had already had those plans anyways. I didn't state that I had those plans anyways. There was a
Plans would that be?
I did already look into getting an affidavit because there was a big misunderstanding, and I told the police officers even when they came, I never wanted to press charges. I didn't want him to go to jail. I didn't feel unsafe. I told them all of that. I don't I don't agree with the no contact because he is my child's father, and like I said, it was just a big misunderstanding. I am pregnant and my hormones are high. I also have other issues with my mental health, so that has it was just a big misunderstanding. I'm sorry. The no contact is really killing me because that's not I don't feel like that's even possible with us bringing a child and the world together. On top of that, he helps out with a lot of the stuff that I have going on at home because I do have existing medical conditions, and also I have problems, sort of complications with this pregnancy. So I really do need him here to be able to help me. Um, there was no coercion. I'm not threatened. He wasn't like, it's not intimidation. I'm not intimidated at all. There's none of that. He's a good man. He doesn't this was just a big misunderstanding. He doesn't put his hands on me. He's not a harmful man. He hasn't inflicted any purposeful harm. It turned out that the key was what scratched me, not him. So there was there's no coercion. I'm sorry. That's that's all. I just need him home. Like this was a big misunderstanding.
May I ask how far along you are?
11 weeks, ma'am, almost 12.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Miss Kim? Oh, Miss Renfro, excuse me?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lockett is 21 years old. He has been in Georgia all his life. He mentioned to me that he was recently working at Spirit Halloween, but since the season is now over, he does not have that job anymore, and he's currently looking for a new job. As Miss Bartley mentioned, he is expecting a child with her, and he would love to go back to the home, and he would like to have contact because he wants to be a part of his child's life and, to bring in the child together with no complications and no problems. And so we'd be asking for a signature bond if possible, and if not, the lowest possible amount, Your Honor.
Okay. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 surety. Simple assaults a 500 surety, and criminal trespasses a 500 surety. This is a $3,000 surety bond. Next court date is going to be December 9th. No further violent contact with Kennedy Bartley, and he can return to the location if he's living with her. And his next court date will be December 9th. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. If he gets arrested again for anything else, or if he violates any of the conditions of his bond, he will be returned to jail in a no bond status. Thank you.
I believe we will be going after Miss Bartley for perjury, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case. Let me see. I saw something on the chat. Folks, I think position 22, Wilburn Martin, is going to be a reset to Friday, which would be 27, 28. That's a behavior reset, so it's not Riverside. This will be to November 28th. And then position 24 is going to be an MH reset to November 28th at 2 p.m. So that brings us to courtroom 2. Who do we have, please?
Position 23, Mr. McClester.
Okay. Oh, 23. Sorry. Jobias Harold McClester is accused of battery, family violence, cruelty in the 3rd degree, simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespass. This is from an October 29th, 2025 incident. Mr. McClester, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford. Any priors?
There's one prior. That last arrest was March the 19th, 2012, out of College Park, Georgia, for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. That charge was dismissed on June the 1st, 2012. He was recommended for UJR through the jail. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Spear or Mr. Scirocco?
This is my case, Your Honor.
Mhm.
We did speak with the victim, Ms. Tanisha Lyons. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She stated the defendant's been distant since the incident. She's okay with no further violent contact because she needs help with her twins, um, and stated that the defendant has been paying the bills in the house. However, I mean, a child had to call the police here. He pursued, well, he slammed her down once in the home and then pursued her after that down the street, slammed her down again. We're very concerned for her safety here. So the state's recommendation is going to be a $2,500 surety bond total, 1,000 on the battery, family violence, and 500 on the other remaining charges. We are recommending FIB, no further contact with Tanisha Lyons, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Tanisha Lyons, if you are on Zoom and you want to address the court, you would need to start your video and unmute.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Lyons, do you wish to testify?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, what would you like to tell us?
Well, I feel like it was an unfortunate situation. I feel like it was something that got blown, to a bigger. I'm not aware of all of them charges on there. When I told the police what happened, they didn't ask me if I want the first charges or nothing. I was, in the heat of the moment. I am dealing with postpartum too, so I'm not saying that's an excuse, and I'm not saying it was okay for him, what transpired in front of my son, but all of them charges I wasn't aware of, and I feel like the no further contact, I do agree, but to a certain extent, because we do have twin daughters and they're under one. And it is of one for me. I am taking therapy. I have 3 kids under 10, so I do need help. So maybe if it's some way
What
we
kind of
can set up
help?
an arrangement.
What kind of help?
Like sometimes it's overwhelming. Like I need a breather, like even picking them up from school, like it's a lot for me. Like it'd be a lot for me, like for my mental too. Like it's a lot.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is denying the allegations. He claims that the victim was the initial aggressor and that she has actually threatened his family, his current girlfriend, and his made threats to appear at his job. He also mentioned that he would like to set up a TPO and set up visitation so that he can see his kids, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Ms. Renford. This is bizarre, but go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. And he has, as I mentioned, he's been in Georgia all his life, and he did some college, 2 to 3 years, Your Honor, and he is okay with the staying away from the incident location and staying away from the alleged victim. As I mentioned, he would like to set up some sort of visitation, but he is okay with not having any more contact with the victim, Your Honor. And we would just ask for a signature on bond if possible, and if not possible, for the lowest possible amount, Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Lyons, I figured you might want to chime in at this point.
Yes, I do. I'm so unaware of, of that. But anywho, the car that he's right is my car. So if we're gonna stay away, we need to I know this is something different, but I'm aware of like the current girl. It was just my fiance. How you you got TPOs, like all of this is crazy when you started it. You get me? So this is crazy that I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm new to all of this. I don't even know what to say right now, but what you just did. That's crazy, but
And the car? Who has title to the car?
I have title to the car.
Okay, is it registered in your name?
Yes, ma'am.
All
And I
right.
want all, if it's gonna be like that, all ties, baby. And he's the co-signer. I used to think I was the co-signer. You know, I was a passenger princess. I ain't know nothing about all this. Now I got a car. Got my license today. I'm riding. You know, you get what I'm saying? But I don't want the car. Cause I just want my name off of it. Cause the car know high. My car I got now, my car know ain't high. So you can have all that. But I just, if you want to do that, just take my name off. Like, I know this is something totally different, but I'm just,
So, Miss Lyons, I think you're going to have a different change of perspective about contact with Mr. McClester, correct?
yes, ma'am. I'm definitely am. I was just trying to be adults about the whole situation. You know,
So
it was a
let
okay.
me do my job then, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Mute your screen. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Anything else, Miss Renford?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. On the battery family violence, that's going to be 3,500. On the cruelty in the third degree, that's going to be 500. The simple battery family violence, that's going to be 500, and the criminal trespass is going to be 500. This is going to be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. No further contact with Tanisha Lyons, and to stay away from 3959 Shenfield Drive in South Fulton. Mr. McClester, you report to pretrial once a week, and make sure that you stay 200 yards away from Miss Lyons. Have no communication, like you said. You're happy with having no communication with her, and make sure you do not try to communicate with her through mail, email, directly, phone, social media, and so forth. If you plan to have any kind of joint custody or joint visitation with the children that you share with Miss Lyons, you would need to file a legitimation case and get a court order for visitation and custody, joint visitation and joint custody. And then, of course, Miss Lyons, once she's legally served, she can then counter for child support and any kind of financial maintenance for the children. Your next court date will be sent to your new address. So within 30 days of being released, you'll need to come down to court and make sure you provide us with your current mailing address, and it definitely can't be Shenfield Drive. Within 30 days of being released, you will also enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes that you would need to attend and complete at your expense. Please remember to enroll in those classes. It is a requirement of your bond. Thank you. Oh, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Now I'm done. Thank you.
Question, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I have his new address. Would you like it now, or can he just do it?
You need to put that in the chat directly to Miss Grace, I believe. Miss Strong, whoever is in charge of updating Odyssey with his new address.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, yes, Courtroom 2, who do we have next?
We have position 35, Mr. Strickland.
Okay, do you know what's going on with Joshua Robinson?
It's a waiver.
Is a waiver? Okay, thank you. Hamilton Strickland is accused of theft by taking from November 24th of this year. Case number is 25 CR 75918. Mr. Strickland, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
There are 9 cycles. The last arrest was September the 25th, 2024, out of Coweta County, Georgia, for forgery in the 4th degree. There was no disposition for that arrest. Does appear to have an outstanding hold out of Noonan, Georgia, for a failure to appear. The date on that warrant was July the 14th, 2025. He has 1 prior misdemeanor conviction since 2010 for a DUI. He was recommended for a UJR level 2. Nothing in addition.
Thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
I did find as well, Judge, he also has same case, conviction for both theft by shoplifting and willful obstruction, 2023. But with that pending FTA out of out of county FTA. The state's recommendation here is going to be a $1,000 surety. I believe bond's currently set at 2,500. We're recommending 1,000. No further contact with the victim here, Mr. Thomas Shannon. Stay away from the Georgia Tech Campus Recreation Center that is located at 750 First Drive, FERST, in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is going to be all for the state here.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Streetland is 53 years old, born and raised here in Georgia. Well, he does not have anybody to pay for his bond, so we would like to request for a signature on bond. He's not going anywhere except Coweta County Jail, so he has a long time ahead. And he does have a little bit of issues with alcohol, but at this point, he has no employment, and he recently had 3 heart attacks, so that caused a lot of health issues that he has to be out to actually get some medical attention. He does not have any government help. At this point, he has no minor children. We would like to request for a signature on bond.
His bond is set at $1,000 surety bond. No further contact with Thomas Shannon. Stay away from Georgia Tech property, including the First Drive area, which is FERST. And he'll need a social worker visit in order to address housing issues. Thank you.
Position 40, Mr. Winnie.
Is position 36 Trimble a waiver as well?
No, he's present in the courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
He'll be next.
Jacob Ruslan Winnie is accused of 2 counts of battery, 2 counts of simple battery from November 25th of this year, case number 25 CR 7603C. Mr. Winnie, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors, please?
There are 6 cycles out of New York. The last arrest was October the 10th, 2025, out of New York for obstructing an officer and harassment in the 2nd degree. That case appeared to be still pending, and he appears to be on misdemeanor probation in New York for criminal contempt of court. And that disposition date was January the 9th, 2024. And it says the term is for 3 years. And he does have misdemeanor convictions, one in 2013. They're all out of New York for the intent to obtain transportation without paying. And one in 2011 for criminal attempt of court, a misdemeanor. And one in 2010 out of New York for petty larceny. And he was recommended for a UJR, a level 2. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scarapa?
Yes, Your Honor. With his criminal contempt of court convictions and his apparently open harassment in the 2nd degree, and that the substatute of that is physical contact, the state would be concerned here with flight, given his minimal length of residence in the community here. The state's recommendation is going to be a $2,000 surety total, 750 on each battery, 250 on each simple battery. No further contact with Omari Kaysen, 3 days anger awareness, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We're not sure if there is a relation to Mr. Kaysen or if this is a random individual random victim on the street here, but that is not a local address. That is it's not a residence or anything there. The 15 Edgewood Avenue where this incident is said to have taken place. So that's the state's recommendation. If we could sound for Mr. Kaysen, if he's online and wishes to speak.
Omari Kaysen, if you're on Zoom, this is your moment to unmute and start your video if you want to be contributing. No. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Winnie is 34 years old, and he has been actually homeless for 1.5 months. Um, Even though the booking report says he's from Ukraine, he was adopted when he was very little, and he's a U.S. citizen. He was raised in Buffalo, New York, and about 1.5 months ago, he was traveling, and his ID got stolen, all the wallets and phone, those were stolen. So he is having very difficult challenges. He just wishes to get a ticket to go back to Buffalo, New York. We recommended social workers to have a visit for housing resources and also BHET. And he used to have electrician certification to work for the construction companies. And however, right now he has not had any employment and he has no funds to pay for any bond. So we would like to request for the lowest possible bond, signature on bond through pretrial level 2.
All right, given his residential challenges as well as the fact that he doesn't have any ties with Georgia, count one is going to be $1,000 surety. Count two is going to be a $500 surety. Count three is $250. Count four is $250. This is a $2,000 surety bond. No further contact with Omari Kaysen. Stay away from 15 Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Next court date is going to be December 9th. And a social worker will need to speak to him with regards to housing and BH issues. Thank you.
Yes.
Is Ty Trimble next?
That's correct, Judge.
Thank you. Position 36. This is Mr. Ty Christian Trimble, accused of 4 misdemeanor charges stemming from a traffic matter: speeding, giving false information to an officer, willful obstruction of an officer, and driving while license suspended or revoked. Mr. Trimble, you've been advised of your rights to remain silent, and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
There are 34 cycles. The last arrest was June the 21st, 2025, out of Douglasville, Georgia, for possession of controlled substance and possession of marijuana. That case appears to be still pending. It does appear to have multiple open probation cases, one out of Cherokee County for possession of methamphetamine. That disposition date was September the 12th, 2022, and the term is for 6 years. One out of Forsyth County for possession of methamphetamine. That disposition date was November the 3rd, 2023, and the term is for 6 years. And there's an additional open probation case in Forsyth County for identity theft fraud. That disposition date was August the 5th, 2024, and the term is for 3 years. It does appear to have 2 outstanding holds, one out of Canton, Georgia, for a probation violation. The date on that warrant was July the 3rd, 2025. And there's a hold out of Cumming, Georgia, for a probation violation. The date on that warrant is November the 13th, 2025.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Your Honor. And for this case, I do want to make it known to the court. This is a similar situation to the other cases from today with respect to that prior defendant fleeing from a traffic stop. The officers did not give chase here, and that is the rationale behind why there is no fleeing and eluding charge for this particular case. That conduct is encompassed by the willful obstruction accusation. But in that vein, I should note fleeing and eluding convictions from 2002, 2011, 2014, 2023, hit and run convictions, 2017, 2011, DUI, 2014, 2005, 2002, driving while license suspended or revoked. A number of them, most recent I saw was 2014. That was a NOLO. multiple willful obstruction convictions, 22 from 2022 and 2024.
So should I keep the $15,000 surety bond that's been recommended by the magistrate court?
No, Your Honor. I mean, the state's recommendation for this case is going to be excuse me, it's going to be $10,000 total surety. That's what I have here. $2,500 for each charge. We are asking for no driving and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And that is based on his history here, which is robust.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. He is 51 years old. He came to Georgia in 1990. He's been residing here ever since then, almost 35 years. He has a GED from 1992. And after that, he's been working as a carpenter. He used to be a self-employed. However, for the last 5 months, he was at Douglas County. So he does not have any income, any job, and he lost almost everything right now. He has nobody who can pay for the bond. So we would like to request the lowest possible bond, maybe 1,000 for each charge, $4,000 surety bond.
Okay. On the speeding, it's going to be $1,000 surety. Giving false information is $250. Willful obstruction is $250. And the driving while license revoked or suspended is $1,000. His total bond is going to be $2,500. It is a surety bond. No driving until further order of the court. So even if he gets a valid license, he would need to petition the court to amend the bond order and show proof of a valid current driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration before he's allowed to operate a motor vehicle. Next court date is December 9th. All right, thank you. And then I think
Have an add-on, Mr. Fisher?
you are kidding me. Okay, no, I'm teasing. All right, sorry, I didn't. I did not even see that coming. Okay.
I don't believe we should have. This is Christopher Fisher.
Correct.
Yeah, this belongs with the felony case. I sent an email that this should merge with that felony case. It's the same underlying facts. This is really not for us to deliberate over.
Just give me a moment. So I do not see an add-on calendar. And Deputy, what's his jailing number if you have it?
252-1251.
All right, Mr. Abraham Muhammad, did you speak to Christopher Lee Fisher?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. And I did notice on the warrants, it was listed as a felony, but it was still marked for today's court hearing. So I did interview Mr. Fisher.
Okay, looks like he's got already a warrant of a PI case, 25 PI 0096 something. 9670, and he's got a $7,500 bond on that PI case. Then his other charges are simple battery, simple assault, loitering, or prowling. Do these all go with the felony case, Mr. Scirocco?
There are two PI cases. There was one, I believe there was a pre-indictment order on for bond with respect to it's 25 PI 009586. And I think he was released on that and is back on this. They're listed as separate jailings. But that is the case where it's the same underlying facts and victim and date and time and all that.
So these charges of simple battery, simple assault go with another felony case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And is he going to have felony first appearance on Friday?
Let's see.
I think you already
He
had
went
it.
to felony court yesterday.
Oh,
On all these charges?
Not on all of them.
Which ones are left?
Highlight one, right?
The ones he had here for today.
I don't know what charges he's here for today because
I would
according-
just waive the. Yeah.
The simple battery, the simple assault, and the loitering or crowding.
okay. And Mr. Scirocco, you're telling me that your office is not taking those 3 charges.
No, Your Honor, those would go with the DA's case.
And what case would that be again?
That is, are you asking for the case number, Judge?
Yes.
25 PI 009586.
Just give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
25 PI 009. I have 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit a felony. Looks like he had first appearance on November 22nd, 2025, and before Judge Oliver, and he received a bond on November 22nd for this case. It's not opening up. If anybody wants to tell me what that bond order is, that would be great. But these 3 new charges are not been included with those. Okay.
Your Honor, which bond are you referring to?
The bond that was issued on November 22nd, 2025, and that was by Judge Rashida Oliver in PI case number 25 PI 009586. 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit a felony.
I don't have that one, Your Honor.
You do?
I do not, unfortunately. I was looking at the other one.
Oh, your inquiry was what the bond was, Your Honor?
Yes.
It was set at a $40,000 good bond total.
Okay. Have these 3 charges been combined with that felony PI case?
The state sent a request for them to be combined.
Okay.
Outside of that, it's not within our reach.
All right. So, Miss Grace,
Yes, ma'am.
we're going to do a bond order under jailing number 2521251. And in the notes, it's going to say pending consolidation with 25 PI 009586. And on each of them is going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail.
And the charges are simple battery,
Simple assault. And what was the third one?
loitering and prowling.
Yeah. So in the event that at least these bond amounts are going to show up on his jailing screen, and then in the event that your request, Mr. Scirocco, is accepted by the DA's office, they can see on the jailing screen what the bond is.
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Abraham Alfman, on this case?
Nothing from me, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Okay. I have a couple of waiver cases, and so unless I've addressed everyone in the courtroom. Deputy, have I?
Judge, is it any conditions with this? We just
No,
pending consolidation of the P. Okay, thank you.
Pending consolidation with 25 PI 009586.
Conditions already in place with the Superior Court order.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
All right. So then
Michael,
I will go to Skyteria Bennett, accused of battery, November 9th, 2025, accusation 25 CR 7609Y. Presence has been waived. Is that Mr. Abraham Ahmed? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anyone else to be addressed in the courtroom?
No, that's all, Judge.
All right, so we're going to the waiver cases. Who represents Ms. Bennett?
That'd be me, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors on position 3, Ms. Jackson?
There are no priors. She was recommended for UJR level 1.
Ms. Spear, do you agree with the recommendation?
I'm sorry, one more time, what was it?
No priors, you recommended UJR level 1. I can see the eagerness in your face just shine through.
I'm just trying to, okay, yeah, I'll agree to it.
All right, any conditions?
We would like no further contact with the victim, Sanai Bilou. I have stay away from Marta, as that's where it occurred, and a social worker visit for MHET or BHET, as this seems to be a random act of violence.
And Mr. Abraham Ahmed, any objection?
Just wanted to clarify with some commotion here. Is it UJR recommendation, right, Your Honor?
It is a signature bond through pretrial.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. No contesting that. I guess as to I just should put on the record, I believe Ms. Bennett informed me that she was set up and some people were trying to attack her from this person, but she signaled to me that she's fine with a no contact, as well as I believe a stay away as well, as it happened on I'm not exactly sure which MARTA platform it was, but not the one that she normally uses. It was, yeah.
Okay. Bond is set at 1,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1, which is telephonic reporting. Within 30 days, she must provide us with a valid mailing address, no contact with Sanaya Baloo, and stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active suspension. Next court date will be sent to her current address. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Next position I have is 23. And that would be, no, not 23. That would, 31, excuse me. And that would be Joshua Robinson, accused of simple battery family violence from November 24th of this year. Accusation 25 CR 7588E. Mr. Robinson's presence has been waived, and his attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Abraham Ahmed is going to get a Kit Kat for being around way past the hour prior to Thanksgiving. Okay. Well, as well as everyone else who's here, including myself. Okay. So any priors, Ms. Jackson?
There are no priors. He was recommended for UJR through the jail. Nothing in addition.
To the jail. Okay. And Ms. Spear, what's the state's recommendation?
This one's going to be mine, Your
Oh,
Honor.
Mrs. Grappa, okay.
Yep. We did speak with the victim here, Miss Michaela Stewart. I believe she is on the line. We would ask that she be sounded for and heard if she wishes to speak when appropriate. But she explained that this has been going on every day for months. The two have been to counseling, but regardless, when the defendant gets upset, he goes on a rampage. She also mentioned the defendant has damaged her property on multiple occasions, and that this argument stemmed from the defendant taking her phone and also trying to break her laptop. She also cannot find her car keys and is not sure if the defendant took them or not. These arguments between them have escalated within the past few months. Once the defendant realized that the victim, excuse me, is not interested in taking him back. And she was waiting until the lease ended, or is waiting until the lease ends on December 28th to move out. Well, given that this seems to be escalating, that this seems to be an ongoing issue, and our concerns for, contact here, reoffense, the state's recommendation is going to be a $2,000 surety. We are recommending FIB, no further contact with Michaela Stewart. stay away from 180 Jackson Street, Atlanta, until January 1st to allow the victim time to move out. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And with respect to the stay away, maybe Ms. Stewart can provide a little bit of context with respect to whether she's moved out or whether she only intends to move out late December.
All right. Miss Michaela Stewart, if you want to unmute and start your video. All right. Did you have something to add? Did you have something to add?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
All right. And how do you know Mr. Robinson?
He's my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. And do you agree with the prosecutor's assessment?
Yes, I did actually find my key last night. It was like he had hid it in the couch, so I did find it. So I'm not moved out yet. I'm in the process of moving out. My lease isn't up to the 28th. I'm trying to be out before then. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take me to get out.
28th of December.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Abraham Altman, anything else to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Robinson, well, he's 36 years old. He has some college experience. As to work, he's been working as an independent contractor, doing really everything. He's been doing film work, drone work for filming, production as well. Tons of different types of work. We'd be here probably till 8 if I listed them all. He's been doing that since about 2016. He's been in Georgia and Atlanta his entire life. He has his sister and his mom and some uncles and aunts here. He has two kids. He has a pair of twins, both 15-year-old boys. As to his address, it was, as we just discussed, with the alleged victim. However, he is absolutely fine with moving out and staying away from that property, as brought from the Solicitor General. As to his community ties, he does tons of volunteering for food distribution, helping out homeless people, shelters, and whatnot. He told me that he's been doing this his entire life. And to turn to bond, Your Honor, it was communicated to me that he was defending himself as Stewart was striking him, and he even told me that he waited until the police arrived to make sure it's all sorted out. So for those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond. We're absolutely fine with the stay away and fine with a no contact order. All we would request from the court, Your Honor, is a one-time police escort to gather a couple of his things.
The bond is going to be set at $3,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services. I'll get back to you, Ms. Stewart. And it will be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. He will report to pretrial twice a month. No further contact with Michaela Stewart to stay away from the incident location. He's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve his personal belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. While he's out released on the signature bond, he will update the court with his new mailing address within 30 days of being released. Also within 30 days, he will enroll and complete a domestic violence program at his expense. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, including firearms. Yes, Ms. Stewart, what would you like to add?
I just wanted to make sure that he still pays his half of the bills.
Oh, that's up to him.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Anything else, Deputy, on this calendar? I think we've addressed both the waivers, right?
I believe the other one was Dawn Sky, but I think she's an NOD. Right? Okay, then I think that's...
Okay, I don't have that particular person on the calendar. Okay. Position number 1, Alan is a $60.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Donskaya's husband. All right, let me put my camera on if I can, just because.
Okay, who is the defendant, Mr. Scirocco? That we inquired?
I'm not familiar.
It was Alexandra Donskaya, but I guess it's dismissed. I'm not exactly sure, Your Honor.
It wasn't my NOD.
Okay.
Yeah, I dismissed it.
All right, Alex, the case against your Partner has been dismissed.
Okay, so what happens now?
It
Do I
was
just come over and pick her up? Or...
Sure, she gets released within 24 hours.
Okay. Am I gonna get a call from the jail or
She can call you from the jail.
okay. I really appreciate.
No
Thank you very
problem.
much.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
You
Bye.
too. Thank you. Position number 1, Quadravius Allen was a $60 cash bond, reset to December 9th. Position 2, Barner is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 3 is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 4 is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 5, Coles is a $5,000 surety bond, reset December 9th. 6 is a $1,000 cash bond, reset December 9th, along with his other, that was it, just reset, yeah. John Duffy, position 7, is a 2,000 surety, reset December 9th. 8, Duran is a 5,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 9, Fox is a $2,000 surety, reset December 9th. 10, Gainey, Eric Gainey is a 2,250 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 11, Glass is a $5,000 surety, reset to December 9th. 12, Griggs is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. 13, Howard is a $1,000 signature bond. What did I do there? This was
jail.
Was it a signature bond through pretrial?
Through the jail.
Through the jail, okay. Thank you. 14, Jackson is a it's a split bond, so that was a $5,000 split bond, further notice to December 9th. 15, Ricordio Jackson is a $6,000 surety bond, further notice to December 9th. 16, Jessup is 2,750 surety bond, December 9th. 17, Marvin Johnson is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 18, Tomisha Johnson is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 19, Rashana Jones, 4,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 20, Shantaria Jones is a 4,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 21, Lockett is a $3,000 surety, December 9th. 22, Wilburn Martin is behavior reset to November 28th. 23, McClester is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 24, Merritt is an MH reset to November 28th. 25, Manice is a consent bond for a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 26, Thompson Monk is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. William Monk is a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 28, Murphy is a $1,000 signature bond through the jail. 29, O'Connor is a $150 cash bond, December 9th. 30, Osterk is a 6,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 31, Joshua Robinson is a 3,000 signature bond, pretrial level 2. 32, Russ is a $1,000 signature bond through the jail, but she's going to be reset to December 9th because of her other open case. Logan Spann is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 34, Spraggins Morris is a 3,500 surety bond, reset December 9th. 35, Strickland is a $1,000 surety bond, reset December 9th. 36, sorry, was that correct? Yeah, okay. 36, Trimble is a 2,500 surety bond, reset December 9th. 37, Wallace is a 6,500 split bond, reset December 9th. 38, Warrior is a $20 cash bond, reset December 9th. 39, Wilkins is a $100 cash bond, reset December 9th. And 40 is a $2,000 surety bond, reset December 9th. Any changes or corrections? No? We
None, Your
good?
Honor.
All right, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving Day. And y'all enjoy it. Everyone award yourself with a Kit Kat. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you.
Will do.
Happy
Great
Thanksgiving.
Thanks,
Thanksgiving.
all.
Thanksgiving,
Judge,
everyone.
happy Thanksgiving.
All right, take
Bye.
care, everyone. Be safe. Miss Grace, I'm waiting patiently for you. Take your time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank